Oh, damn, guys. I think we're live. We're live. We're on site and we're live. How is everybody doing? So, basically, what we're going to be doing today is checking out some awesome RPG stuff we have here. Some stuff we're doing unboxings on soon. Or very shortly. Some channel updates and stuff like that. So, let's see how things go today. Actually, where did I put my books? Oh, I I'm a big smarty pants. I put my books somewhere. I need to grab them. I'm also using Restream for the first time, so I'm trying to get used to the new layout and stuff like that. So let me see what I have here. Okay. So I will be back in like 2 minutes or a minute. I am just grabbing my my books. I left them in the room because I'm a big smarty pants, so I have to go downstairs and grab them. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. So if you want, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Comment away. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back and we'll be going over channel updates and stuff like that. So oh guys, sorry about that. Dude, bro. Evil Brick the Cat. How you doing, man? And my trumpet. Dude, you are an absolute crazy man. So thank you so much. You do not need to be doing that, but seriously, thank you so much. I just grabbed the books there a few seconds ago, so I left them downstairs because I'm a big smarty pants. Now, let me go. Let me know, guys, if you can hear any weird noises because I have a fan on, and if it's too loud, let me know, and I can turn it off. It's not a big deal. It's getting a bit cooler now, so I will survive. But yeah, as I was saying right before we left, I went downstairs to get the books. Today we'll be covering some RPG stuff here. Ooh, secret unboxing. What could it be? These are stuff are going to come out in a video soon, along with some other stuff, some channel updates and news. I'm going to do a separate section on that, and then I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to have it on here, and I'm going to show off some cool models I have that I actually got from my parents' house that I completely forgot were hidden away somewhere. But yeah, so how is everybody doing? Now, as I'm sure you guys, well, probably do or do not know, if later on, if some of you guys want to come on the channel, we can absolutely do that. So that's perfectly fine. We can come on and do live chats. You can tell us what you're all doing. You know, if it's RPG UIs, wargaming, model stuff, or just general everyday stuff, we can absolutely do that. No problem. I think it's a great idea and like way to interact with people on the channel. We're also going to be covering a few upcoming awesome things on the channel. Like we're going to have live gameplay very, very soon. and the live gameplay. I hope in the next 2-3 weeks. And we want you guys to join us along with some of my friends and other stuff. I'm thinking having this once every 2 weeks or so. Sometimes it might be once every week or once every 3 weeks, depending how scheduling and with myself and other people go. We're gonna have people playing, running their games for us, as well as some of my buddies who are gonna run games, and I might run games as well. So I think it's a cool thing to have here on the channel. And if you want to be a part of that, all you got to do is jump on the Discord, and we can hang out. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm very, very excited. Oh, dude, my trumpet. Where are you living, dude? Oh, Queensland. Oh, you're one of those people. Yeah, I'm in Ireland, obviously. I'm sure you know that. Oh, excuse me, I'm taking off my slippers. I am totally not still in my pajamas or anything, I swear. Yeah, it's boiling out. It's actually a lot cooler today, but still boiling. I think inside the house, it's 31 or 32 degrees at the moment. Like last night, it was, excuse me, it was 19 degrees at midnight. Insane. I also changed from using StreamYard to Restream, and I got a Restream subscription, which is looking pretty cool. And we're going to be using that to run games, live plays. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm very, very excited about that for sure. I came from the land down under. Yeah. So again, guys, if any of you guys want to join in the live plays, we can absolutely have you guys come on. Again, just apply to join the Discord. All that stuff is down in the description below. I was supposed to say pin comment, but we're live. We don't have a pin comment. You guys got anything to do this week or today or whatever, besides normal everyday stuff? I know it's weird because I do these. I'm starting to do these midweek, which is my weekend since I do night work on the weekends and I finish Tuesdays. So, but yeah, well, let's have a little preview while you guys comment away and chat away on what we're actually going to be looking at today. Just some of the books and stuff like that. So we have The Colorless Space by Grim Games. I literally I've had not time to look through this too much. I had a little look through there a little while ago when I first came. I've just been overwhelmed with sorting out the mess behind me. But yeah, it looks really cool. We're gonna have Grim Games on in a few weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks. I'm thinking. Sort of depends how it goes. Dude, 31 degrees is nothing. It's nothing, boys. You know as well as I do, it's not just normal 31 degrees. That's internal in the house, which is ridiculous because our houses here are about keeping heat in, as you know. Like my fiance, she's from Brazil, and yesterday she said it is as hot as here as it is in Brazil. She's from Salvador. Yeah, she could not hack it. It was way too bad. So take that. We also have an OSE thing, which is pretty cool. I backed this in Kickstarter a while back. It came a couple months back, I think it was. Escape of the Devil's Eye. We're going to have a little unboxing video on this as well. We're going to have a flip through here on the channel as well while we're live later, just to see what it's about, what it looks like. It looks pretty cool from what I've seen before. But yeah, pretty sweet stuff. I mean, like, come on, look at that. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, this came as well. I think it was 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. I know exactly what it is, but we'll shut off here. And it came very well packaged. It has this black bubble wrap stuff, which is pretty sweet. And it came in a nice little box, very secure box. I do so say myself. Yeah, my English ain't Englishing today, boys, but it is Dark Space. So we're literally gonna have this flip through, see what some of this stuff is. On here, so I think it's going to be pretty cool. I know a few people who the humidity. Yeah, the humidity is a killer. So when I woke up this morning, I only slept like 4.5 hours, but I woke up, fog everywhere, condensation all over the cars, boiling outside with cool air. So weird. Hadn't been like that here in ages. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, but you have a look through Dark Space here. Looks pretty nice. It's pretty well put together. I did have a little flip through there the other day. But yeah, I think it's going to be... I know a few people who play this semi-regularly, like at least once a month. So that's be pretty cool to have a look at. And then tomorrow, guys, we're having one of my closest friends and game creator on, Matthew Taft of Barrows and Borderlands. And we're going to be talking about a bunch of topics. We're going to be talking about how to get game into Shadow Dark in space. Basically, yeah. Shadow Dark rule with sci-fi setting. It's pretty cool. You know, Adrian from Dungeons Alexia, I think he's had the creator of this on the channel, his channel once or twice. I think they had a live play of this at some stage. I cannot remember. But yeah, we're going to have a look through this. It looks pretty damn cool, if I do say so. So, you know, Bill of... There's too many people out there. But Bill, who done Righteous Vow stuff, he has one or two things he's done for Dark Space already, which is pretty cool. I also just the other day, I got a bunch of PODs, 16 PODs. A lot of stuff is from Kickstarters and other stuff, like add-ons from a Kickstarter or two. That's like $6 on that, plus the actual Kickstarter book. But yeah, dude, I wasn't expecting to be that many. I was thinking, oh, it'd probably be like 8. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh yeah, I remember now. I was like, oh yeah, I'll wait until next week or two because I know there's something else coming in, and then that happened again, and then that happened again. Yeah. So we'll have Matt on from Barrows and Borderlands tomorrow. It's going to be at 3 p.m. my time. So it's 10 a.m. now. So that's what? 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 5 hours from now tomorrow. And we're going to be talking about game integration. So how you can take other things from other systems, other games, adventures, modules, classes, all that stuff, how you put it into essentially any game you're currently playing. And this is particularly easy with any OSR type game, anything like that. But even like I was going to say Shadow Dark, because it's Shadow Dark, but it kind of is. Like Shadow Dark, it's actually very easy to mod like old adventures into Shadow Dark. Because essentially the main difference in Shadow Dark between a lot of these other stuff is like a Shadow Dark creature or whatever will have like a +2 to strength and -1 to intelligence. That is literally the chart that they have in the Shadow Dark book, where you're just going to look through that and you're like, oh yeah, that kind of might make sense. So that would be equivalent to your +1 or +2 or +3. Shadow Dark does have an extra plus, so their characters do be a little more powerful. But yeah, we're going to have stuff like that on there. We're going to talk about maybe some hints of some upcoming stuff that Matt is working on. Maybe, maybe not. I'm just going to have some general chats and hangouts and stuff like that. And some ideas we both have, you know, just general game stuff. And I'll tell you what, being friends with Matt and seeing how he does things behind the scene and like talking about things has really helped me expand how I go about my own games as well, which is obviously which is a pretty damn cool thing. But yeah, in a few minutes, what we're going to do is I'm basically going to do a kind of recording session, which is basically me going to do like a few minute update talking about to you guys here, and then I'm going to clip it and put it out as a separate video talking about what we're going to be doing on the channel very soon. But yeah, so how is everyone in general before we get to doing that? And again, guys, later on in a little while, if any of you guys want to come on, we can have you on. Just join the Discord. I'll send you the link privately and to join the stream I'm in. And yeah, I think that will be pretty cool. I have my drinks here. I have my lovely, sexy, delicious mystery drink. And my even lovelier, sexier, and more delicious tea. We got our Barry's tea, boys. Oh yeah, later on we're going to be looking at a few models I have that I took from my parents' house there the other day that I forgot about. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. Some of them are ones I printed off, other ones I have painted up completely. So yeah, we'll see how that sort of goes and what you guys think. Oh, how was everyone's weekend then? I'm using Restream and I'm trying to figure out where everything is. And this is literally my first time using it. I'm using it live on stream, which is probably not the best idea. But then it's better than having a live with a guest. And we're trying to sort things out. Oh yeah. Also, we're going to be looking at some Warlord game stuff on the channel, like some updates, like some stuff with the automatons for the British, some of the pre-orders that are currently up, and some speculation, perhaps. Ooh, speculation. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool, I think. Where are we? There we go. Would you guys like to have a look at some of the model stuff first, or will we get into the sort of channel update? You guys let me know what you would rather do, because then we're going to get into the book stuff in a little bit, have a flip through, and see what the books look like. Some of those books will be in an unboxing, and probably either later this week or next week, and with some other stuff. So I'm turning that fan off. I think it might be too loud. Oh wow, I can hear myself think. Let me grab a link here. Okay, there we go. So guys, that is the link to the Discord. So if you want to jump on, click that link and we'll have you guys, I'll approve it because you have to do a little form fill out. And that is just to eliminate bots, because bots will just come on and they'll put like yes, yes, or yes, no to everything. That is true. My trumpet, I can definitely do that. But I like to get feedback from people. If you would like to come onto the stream a little bit, please let me know, and I'll send you the restream link so you can join. So that's absolutely no problem at all. Same goes with anyone here. If you want to jump on the stream a little bit and we can talk about things like RPG stuff, war game stuff, anything like that, let us know and we can do that. But yeah, like I said, guys, there is the Discord link. Join on there, and we're going to be setting a few things up in the channel very, very soon, and in the Discord. I think the Discord is going to, I'm trying to get a real push on there. I'm going to get a lot more stuff done. So I'm going to grab a quick drink here. Very professional, guys. You're on the train? No worries. Again, the offer is always open. I do think it's a cool idea for people who there might be objections. Well, I do think it's a cool idea to get people to interact on the channel. Like, oh, cool, you've watched a few of my videos, or you're just first time here, you want to jump on, cool, yeah, no worries. We can chat about anything you want. But yeah, I think first I'm actually going to do that little clip thing. So I'm just going to do a short, quote unquote, a short video on channel updates. So it's going to inform you guys, and plus then I'm going to clip it for an upload later on, probably later today. So give me a couple seconds and I shall do that, and then we can chat away. Okay. Hey guys, how y'all doing? My name is Kieran, and this is FOXXOF RPG. So today we're doing a little channel update. It's going to be informing everyone what is going on the channel, what's coming up, and how we're going to be going about doing a couple cool things. First and foremost, we are going to be doing live gameplay coming on the channel very soon. I'm hoping the next 2 to 3 weeks. I already know who we're going to have. We're going to have Todd, Blackwall Games, and we're going to be playing Dropship. Now, if there's any of you guys here who want to play any upcoming games, all you have to do is join the Discord, and we have a section there for live gameplay, and that is just going to be so we can easily organize who wants to play and how you can come on. We're going to have Barrows and Borderlands playing eventually. We're going to have some OSE stuff. We have a selection of a couple of creators already like willing to come on, which I think is great. Some of my friends, and probably myself as well a few times. But I really want to do it to get creators either to show off their games or their modules or ventures and stuff like that. I think it's going to be another cool way so people can get a feel, especially for new games. I think it's a great idea. So that's the first thing. The second thing is when we're doing live streams, I will be giving out links to pretty much any viewer who wants to jump on and we can talk. We can talk about games, RPGs, video games, movies, TV shows, model stuff, war game stuff. You know, if you have a little rant about something that's going on, we can absolutely do that. I think it's going to be really cool. We had a few people on in the last week. My buddy Matt from Barrows Moorlands jumped on. We also had my buddy Atmos play games with him on Discord and a few and other places like that. He's really cool. I love him. We had Rudy, who jumped on the channel and he joined the Discord. And he's been pretty damn active in there, and he seems like a great guy. He's into wargaming, does a lot of conflict and bolt action stuff, which is really cool. So we're gonna have stuff like that going on. I also did open up channel memberships, and we had people like my ear Trumpet and a few others have like either joined as members and have sent a gift membership, which is absolutely amazing. And I just can't thank you guys enough for that. It's kind of ridiculous. Okay. Oh, we lost connection. I'll probably edit things more. Anyway, damn it. That was going so smoothly. Okay. I think how long were we out for? Okay, we were out for a few seconds there. I think it was like 10, 20 seconds. Anyway. Oh no, where am I? Okay, right here. Yeah, I like the backgrounds, are really cool. Very psychedelic. I'll have to do more editing. No. Okay. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. We'll have more people coming on. We're gonna have watch parties and stuff on the Discord as well. So you join the Discord, we have watch parties for like watching some movies or some episodes of TV shows and stuff like that. That won't happen all the time, but it will happen from time to time. And also, if you're a creator, you can jump on the Discord, share your stuff. And you want to, if you're a YouTube creator, doesn't matter, RPG stuff, war game stuff, all that's there, which I think is going to be really cool. But the membership, yeah. So we have people who've joined the membership, which is awesome. I have it in 3 different ranks. I have a lot. They all give you the exact same joining bonuses. So we have like a low tier one, which I think is €2.99, which is, you know, you're getting hobby sports, which is pretty cool. Then the second one is absolutely the same thing, except you get channel mentions, because I have to put something in for that. And then the big one is like super mega uber chad. And they all give you the exact same access because I want to give everyone the same access. I don't want to discriminate between stuff like that. And when we build up enough base, we're going to have membership, either live streams only or membership video first sort of stuff. So eventually that will happen. It takes time, and then all that stuff, like I'm going to use any money that you get from this, and if we get eventually monetized, because I think you can apply for monetization, we're at 1,000 subscribers. So when we get like 1,010, we do it, because you get people that jump off or bots get taken off or whatever. But once we do that, any money we get will be going towards the channel. This will cover things like books we get in. It was going to cover like materials like getting an actual camera, because the camera I'm using is literally my phone. So it'll be a bit more stable, better mic and stuff like that. So that's just that. But yeah, like I said, in the Discord, we're gonna have more people join in. I want to grow that, and then so people can then join the live games, easy to organize, and like have a spot where people can hang out and chill. We can also have things set up, so if people want to run their own games on the Discord, they can. I'll probably run some games from time to time. I know some friends I know who do want to run some games, so all that stuff is going to be there. But yeah, that's basically the channel update. And again, I want to thank all you guys, tune in, watch the videos, listen to my dumb ass, have all these creators on, talk about stuff, do my little reviews and stuff like that. I know I don't write out scripts. I do not like scripts. It feels too formulaic. And again, it doesn't feel organic to me a lot of the time. Some people can pull off gory. I'm not one of them. I like to just speak my mind and think from speak from the heart, essentially. And I think it works decently well. I think I come across fairly like good as well. Not to chip my own horn too much, but yeah, that's basically going to be updates. So again, in the pinned comment description, we'll leave links to where you can join the Discord. All that stuff is going to be there. So yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Oh guys, there we go. We did it. Now we have to do more edits. And my trumpet dude, you are crazy. You do not need to be sending stuff every 10 seconds. I'm going to read your chats always, no matter what. Don't worry. Same with everyone. I'm going to read your chats. And if you get to the point where you have like 1 billion people watching, I can't be reading chats. But congratulations on this. Was scuff or stuff? Scuff. Too professional. Yes, I'm super professional. But yeah, we lost the internet connection there right in the middle of my very nice video. So I'll have to edit that more. Damn it. Not a big deal though. But yeah, I think a few minutes we'll throw up some videos. Not some videos, some model stuff that I have here. This is some stuff that I printed off a while back. Some of it is plastic as well, I think. I actually was looking at it earlier, and some of the 3D models, they had must have had internal resin which did not cure. It's usually because resin gets trapped inside the model. And yeah, it was like, damn, that wasn't great. And they split and then resin comes out. And there was literally 2 small pieces. When I say small, I mean like, say the tip of my finger, like here, smaller than that, like half the size of that. And one of them was like width-wise, about the width of my 2 fingers. And again, about that big height. So not a big deal. Oh, scruff, yeah. Gotta be scruffy, boys, you know. We gotta sound like this sometimes. Need some whiskey and a cowboy hat. But yeah, we'll grab some models. And again, for anyone who wasn't here earlier at the very beginning, I'll just go over it again. We're going to be looking at some book stuff now shortly. Some stuff by Grim Games. We're going to have a flip through and have a look at it. These will come out in an unboxing video soon as well. We have Escape from Devil's Eye. This is an OSE thing which came a little while back and it looks really cool. And I think it's about 100 pages, I think, or is it 80? Let me check again. 72 pages, including the end. It's going to be an adventure, obviously, to do with underworld and death and devils, which is pretty cool looking. I backed it and I thought, oh, this is looking sweet. And we also got a pretty damn cool, like, bookmark. Like, that's sweet. And the book quality came out great. I think it was like a Lulu print. I absolutely love Lulu prints, especially the softbacks. Really damn cool. We'll be looking at Dark Space, good guys. Scruff is strong internet slang for going wrong on stream. Oh, dude, tell me about it. Everything was perfect right up until then. But we have a look at Dark Space as well. Flip through it. I've had a PDFs for ages, but I do have an aversion to PDFs lately. Well, not lately. I always have. But if it's my only option, I'm fine with it. But if I know I have a book on the way, excuse me, I have to burp a little bit, but I will wait. And then tomorrow we're going to have Matt of Bars and Borderlands on, and we're going to have some awesome stuff to talk about there, game integration, maybe some previews, some stuff that's coming out in the near future, some stuff I totally do not have the inside workings on in any way, shape, or form. I swear, guys, I know nothing. Matt is like one of my closest friends, so yeah. Let me see. There we go. So yeah. I'm still getting used to the layout of Restream, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think it looks better and feels better. It's a bit more responsive. But yeah, we're going to take out some models that we've had. Some of them are painted, half painted, fully painted, and not painted at all. So I have a big box. I threw a load of stuff in there because a while back I had to sell a ton of stuff. But let's have a look at some of these cool models. So you guys know I love tanks. So let's have a look at a nice big sexy tank. I dropped the model already. Oh no, the end is nigh. But we have a big sexy tank. Yes. This is one of my favorite tanks I have ever painted. Warhammer, kinda. These are all 3D prints for the most part. I'm in Australia mailing real books. It's virtually double price. Dude, Australia is absolutely cracked when it comes to books and like Warhammer and plastic and anything that's not produced outside the country, which is most things. But yeah, here is a model I painted up a couple of years back, and I couldn't find it for the longest time. Like you see here, I do have sponsons in here, but they're just blank ones. The front gun came off. I have it somewhere else, but yeah, this is by the Maker's Cult. So I printed this off. I have different sort of cannons I can put on it. You know, I've magnetized it. Looks really sweet. And I do think the paint job on it is pretty awesome, if I do say so myself, not to toot my own horn too much. I think it looks sweet. Yeah. But yeah, I have a load of these models around. I do love mud and dirt. If you look over in this place here towards the back, you also see some oil and other stuff built up on here. Rust, decay. I love it. I think it's just so much fun. Looks sweet. That one's by the Maker's Cult, who I love. Is one of my favorite creators. I have backed these guys on Patreon for 5 or 6 years now, something like that. So it's quite a while. Oh yeah, this boy. Now these are all actually for the same army, from multiple creators, pretty much all 3D printed as well that we're looking at. So here is an even bigger tank. So we have the scale comparison for how big this one is compared to the first one we looked at, which is actually a very big tank. You know, I'm going to compare this to like a bolt action tank, a historical tank of like actual proper normal size, so you can actually see what it should look like. It just Warhammer and Wargame like fantasy stuff really takes out of whack just how crazy big these models are, because here is a Panzer 4. This is scaled. I think these could hold like 4 people. Yeah, like that's kind of crazy when you look at it. Let's look at the size of this compared to that. It's just hilarious. Oh, but yeah, we'll have a look at this bad boy now in a second, boys. But yeah, this one is actually by That Evil one of my favorite creators out there. Again, I've backed this stuff for I think it's 4.5, 5 years now on Patreon and other stuff. This comes off. This is one piece. I think I had to glue the little antenna thing or little machine gun part inside it. But that was it. If you can get a good look at the paint job here, you can see some rust, some dirt, oil deposits and stuff. It's all in here. And I think it looks really nice. And how I did this sort of effect is I spray paint the whole thing black. Then I came across it with white ink. Then I done shadow stuff with a dark blue. And then I done an overall spray with my airbrush. An overall spray checking out some deposits. So it'll go over everything, and then I let dry, tape it up majority, spray over. Oh no, not tape up majority. Spray over the majority, tape up sections, spray over more, tape up sections. So there is like 3 or 4 different passes on here. But yeah, there's more oil and stuff in there. You sort of see in here the oil. Here's all oil and mud and dirt. And yeah, that's how you can tell it's 3D printed. They're all cured, of course. Like I said, I only ever had like 1 or 2 accidents with models splitting, and they were literally the size of these vents. Like they were tiny, they were shells or something like that. Here are two absolutely big, sexy cannon things I have. Hellwisters. So I actually made these for an attachment for my Horse Heresy army at the time. These were going to be heretics. Again, similar paint job, similar way of doing things, and I think it turned out really cool. The only thing I needed to do was like metal on the wheels and some dirt. That was really it. But yeah, these turned out absolutely brilliant. I loved them. They were one again. These are also by the Maker's Cult, and they look really cool. I still love them to this day. I need to grab a drink, guys. Give me 1 sec. Oh yeah. So here is another model that we were playing with before. I actually didn't get a chance to finish this, but this is like a flamer unit. The thing would go here in the front, the flamer, and then we would blast away. So again, we're going to go by scale of these models, you know, and an actual World War II tank. This is the Panzer IV. Warhammer scale is so crazy. But yeah, these were made from my Horse Heresy. Again, these two are one of my favorite tanks I've ever painted together. So cool. We also have the actual physical units I created for the detachment. Because these were created for detachment for the Horse Heresy. But yeah, and these are again also from the Maker's Cult. They have this sort of Krieg look to them, which I think are really cool. I totally nearly didn't drop everything. It's okay, never mind. But yeah, these sort of Krieg looking boys. There's about 20 of them, so they're looking cool. I think all different poses. Some have like las guns, or have like shotguns and stuff like that. I think I didn't get to finish everything the way I wanted to on this army at the time, because again I had to pack a lot of stuff up because we just didn't have space to store things. I think this is a las gun as well. I think I have a shotgunner in here somewhere. I'll take them out. These are like 90% painted, 95% painted. Let me look for a shotgunner. Okay, somewhere there anyway. It doesn't matter, but they're all essentially the same sort of look to them. Oh yeah, here's something awesome I also printed there a while back. This is I think it was the newer sort of Redemptor Dreadnought. I think it was. I can't remember. But basically, what I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to be taking the legs, and I'm going to turn this into a Konflikt 47 Walker. This is going to be my base for my Walker for Konflikt 47. I don't know. It might be an American. I'm thinking probably American, more than likely, and it's going to be cool. But yeah, anyone here who wasn't here earlier, we're just looking at some model stuff now. We're going to be looking at some RPG books and stuff like that in a little while. But yeah, so with those legs, we also have all these other bits here. Like we might have this as like a belly gun or something like that. Have for a grizzly. We have other sponson weapons in here. It's just a bunch of stuff. Some minis are also for diorama purposes, like the Krieg shell loader guy. Here we go. Again, these are going to one of the Maker's Cult. But yeah, I think they look pretty cool. We have some cool fantasy ones. Like these are ones I've used before for what you call it? I'm going blank. Forbidden Sands. So like for some of the monsters and stuff, they look really cool. Again, this is like 10% done paint wise. But again, it was just to get the feel and have something on the board to play with. We had a cool bunch, a handful of cool looking sort of like zombie like creatures. And these are very simple to paint. I think they look beautiful though. Just paint their cloth green, their skin a pale color with another little pale color. Then I done a green and purple oil wash for the base and their skin, and it gives this sort of ethereal undead look to them, which I think is great. And these are just for playing Forbidden Psalms. Don't need to be perfect. Same with this guy. This is like 10% painted, but you know it looks pretty sweet. What else? We have some cool looking cultists here. Again, these were also for the Forbidden Psalms. So I did have these cultists just all drenched head to toe in blood. So it looks pretty sweet. This one is awesome. I love this one. He has like a human leg. He's just holding out to his god or something as an offering. But yeah, like I said before, guys, if any of you want to come on the stream and talk, we can talk about RPG stuff. We can talk about war games, movies, TV shows. Doesn't matter. Just chilling out and hanging out. You can grab the Discord link and join the Discord, and then we can just hang out here. Now, if you don't want it, it's all cool. No pressure at all, of course. Just let you guys know if you want it earlier. If any of you guys remember Blackstone Fortress, one of the best things that Games Workshop ever made and then just bailed out on because they don't like to support cool things that people love. We have this guy. He is totally not from there at all. This is from Daka Miniatures, and it's completely not inspired by that at all in any shape or form. Oh, hell yeah. That's pretty cool. There's like a bunch of miscellaneous stuff in here, like stuff I printed off a wall back. We're going to be painting soon, like Witch Hunter stuff. Again, this is like a Trench Crusade mini, but it's not from Trench Crusade, it's from Daka Miniatures. Both of these are. And these are going to be painted up in my personal scheme, inspired by my my guild in Barrows and Borderlands. Yeah, now I have to somehow put all this stuff back very quickly and efficiently and not break anything. Okay. One thing in the box. Two things in the box. I just can't wait until I get more my shelves so I can then put away all my books and stuff like that. And have some minis on display as well. It's going to look sweet. And then we're going to put our flamer, which needs to be finished at some stage in the future. Like I said, guys, I just came across this recently in my parents' house. I completely forgot about it. So, there's that. Because I was wondering where those tanks were in particular, because they were like some of my favorite minis I ever painted. But yeah, okay, I have some stuff on the Discord here. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Okay. Boom. Boom. There we go. Again, if anyone want to jump on, we can go and talk about the books. We just looked at some minis there. Oh yeah, I was thinking about the Konflikt 47 guy stuff, and I was thinking how I can paint these guys up. Actually, I'll get a few more. They're just right behind me. Are they? Yeah, right behind me. So I was thinking on the paint scheme, we could paint these guys with, particularly the Ghost Strike Squad. So particularly the Ghost Strike Squad here. I was thinking we could paint these in a charcoal color, and then we can come in with an overhead spray of white or light gray. Then do the red spots I was talking before, that cool red. Hit some metal, and then go back over with a mix of a charcoal and a bluish color. To go over the dark spots again to darken it up, and then put a little bit of like magenta in the shadows as well. Just go over very lightly, so it'll add some contrast to the minis. I think it'll add a nice variety to it and look. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And we also have this guy. This guy, we're probably just gonna go with the normal walker look for him. That's what I'm thinking. Basically what's on. Oh, dude, RPG Dad, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing good. How are you? If you want to come on, let me know. I send you a link on the Discord group, and you can jump on. We can chat away. If not, it's all good. I'm just talking over some paint schemes here at the moment, and then we're going to be having a look at some RPG books. Just going to have a look through some of the stuff here. Some of the stuff came recently, and some of it came a little while ago. I'll just have a little flip through because I'm actually doing an unboxing with this stuff here and some other stuff. Also, tomorrow. That's the second time that happened. It sort of like disconnected for a second. But yeah, tomorrow I'm having a Matthew Taft with Barrows and Borderlands on. He's obviously one of my very close friends, and we're going to be talking about game integration, and that's going to be at 3 p.m. my time. It's currently 10 to 11 a.m. my time. Oh, dude, no worries at all. But yeah, so we talk about game integration, how to put different systems, ideas from other games into essentially any game you want. Even some D100 stuff into D&D, how that could work. It's pretty straightforward, if we're being honest. It's, well, reasonably straightforward. But yeah, so with these guys, I was thinking, since these are like a Ghost Infiltrator squad, paint these guys in a charcoal color, then go over with an overhead spray and like a white or like an off-white, maybe a blue-gray color even. Then go in the shadows with magenta. And then over armor panels like here, we're going to hit that nice, deep, vibrant, bright red. And then go over to charcoal again with a mix of the charcoal color and a little bit of a blue to bring out some highlights on it. I think it will look really, really sweet. For this, since this is Walker, it's kind of a big chunky lad. Probably not going to have him in the same color. We'll probably go for like a khaki or military green color, I think, and then highlight the armor panels some way. I'm not sure. I think that will look really cool. Yeah, I think that'd be fun. It'll be sexy, big sexy boy. Also, I just love how this ended up turning out. You can grab on the guys. So I'm going to model him attacking like a US soldier or British soldier, soldier, and cutting him in half essentially. And so you'll have the top half being held on with the pincers, and the bottom half will be falling. I will connect it like with a pin or a wire or something like that with blood. So I think that looks just really cool. Yeah. I showed off there a little while ago a bunch of the models I have, 3D prints and tanks, other cool models like that. It was awesome. Yeah, but I think maybe we'll have a look at a few of the books we have here. Again, some of the stuff is going to be coming out in probably this week or next week, an unboxing video with a few other things that we have here, and that's either on the way or, like I said, here. Two Shadow Darky sort of things. So we have this by Grim Games. It's a 0 level adventure. The Color of Space. We'll have him on the channel very soon as well. Hopefully, second or third week of July. We have Dark Space here. I had the PDFs for a long time. This just came. Yeah, sounds really fun. Yeah, dude. I have a lot of cool stuff coming on the channel very soon, so I'm very excited. But yeah, we have this. And then we have Escape the Devil's Eye. I think we'll have a look at this Escape the Devil's Eye first. First things first with this, we get an awesome looking piece of card that we're going to use for bookmarking. This is Third Castle Games. Remember, I backed this. It was, what was it? I think it was pretty early of 2025. And this came, I think, 2 or 3 months ago. Devil Eye is a drop location. It's quite easy. Okay. Let's give us some backgrounds from the world and stuff like that. Conflicts, how time is working, random events. So you're going to come across jungle events table. This is one of the most key things to any RPG is events table or encounter tables. Whatever you want to call them, doesn't matter. Events tables are cool because they also do have counters and non-encounters. So, but I like having encounters and then have it split up as events and then normal like interaction encounters. So excuse me. So that is one thing I do like. The Howling Cavern Dungeon NPC. Okay, this talks about some NPC stuff where you're going to came up onto the island. And a bunch of locations you're going to make your way through here. You can explore. Each square is 5 feet. Pretty simple stuff here. A sacrifice to the horror killer, killing the creature trees or higher will place its head. Okay, there is a way for some secret stuff to happen here. Interesting. Yeah, we're just having a little flip through. We're not going to anything serious at the moment here. Da-da-da. Lonely Island. I heard Pirate Town. This actually has a lot more stuff than I thought. I thought this was like you're going to hell, but we're not. We're on an island which has some sort of portal or something, or is infected by demons or monsters or stuff. Imperial Necropolis. It's actually a lot more different than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was definitely going to be more. Oh, dude, look at that armor, that helmet. Maybe there's some sci-fi elements to this, which would be cool. I do love my sci-fi. Nice. This reminds me of Clash of the Titans, the remake one. Okay. Okay. Seems interesting. I'll have a look through this properly and try and get some games in it and try and figure out how it works and what's different about it. We then have The Color of Space by Grim Games. Like I said, we'll have Grim Games on, and hopefully the second or third week of July we'll have to figure it out. But like I said, guys, on the channel here, very soon we're going to have live gameplay. Or we have a few creators lined up to play with us, and if you guys want to join, you can. It's very simple and very straightforward. Join the Discord, and we'll figure it all out. The first game we're going to be playing is going to be Dropship. Probably 2-3 weeks, and probably tomorrow I'll have it all sorted out on what time and when, all that stuff. So keep an eye out. And we're hoping to have one every 2 weeks or so with some of my friends, and you guys can play, some game creators or module creators and stuff like that. But yeah, this is The Color Space by Grim Games. This is for Shattered Ark, and it's 0 level adventure. So we're just having a little flip through for anyone who just jumped in to see some of the stuff that came recent or relatively recently. Like I said, we just looked at the Escape from Devil's Eye. This is actually an island adventure. I did not realize that. I thought we were actually going to go to hell. And then we're going to have a look at Dark Space in a few minutes as well. We also looked at some cool model stuff, and we're going to look at some Warlord Games pre-orders and some Conflikt 47 stuff related to that as well. Fighting techniques. So he's added some new or more techniques into his modules, which is pretty cool. So this is going to be an effect. You're going to roll on this, is it? I think. Okay, we'll roll. Say we get push. You hit a target, an enemy with a melee attack. The target is pushed in a direction and the distance of your choosing within near. If their level equals yours, is above yours, 3 and 6 chances has no effect. So 50% chance it will not work or anything will change. And thieving trickery. Let me know if that glares a little too much because I do have my curtains up. And feel free to comment anything you want, guys. There we go. But yeah, the Discord link is down below if you want to join, and we can join and play some games live. Tease. Roll twice and choose the... Okay. Okay, so this is going to be when you're creating your character or leveling up. Okay. And then you're going to roll twice and choose the one you want. Roll for 2 trickeries per even level instead of just 1. Okay. That's cool. Again, if that brightness is too much, please let me know. Because actually it might be too much for me, if I'm being honest. Actually, you know, I'm going to bring down that curtain. Give me 1 sec. Okay, that is better. That is definitely better. Oh. So yeah, we're just having a little flip through and see what's going on here in the color space. We're going to have a look at dark space now in a few minutes. Okay, mishaps and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, that's Barbarian class light. Okay. I do like Room Games. He is very confident how he does things, and his philosophy with adventures is it's one and done, which has some positives and negatives, but his adventures and stuff are fairly cheap and sort of very affordable. He has color and non-color, but I love his color stuff. Like look at this cover. Like this is just hitting something, because the one thing I've noticed with Shadow Dark stuff, people are trying to do the same as the Shadow Dark cover book with the colors, but theirs is not embossed, so it doesn't have the same feel or look or literal feel, vibe or anything like that. But what he's doing, I remember I was talking to him. He's like, "Which one do you want?" I was like, "Dude, just give me the covers like this. I think the more vibrant, the more in your face, and it's different." Like DCC put some stuff out for like 5e, I think it was, no, for DCC and Shadow Dark, and the Shadow Dark covers were ass and a half, not even worth. Like they were nasty. They didn't look good. They were just nasty looking. The color space. It was a color. It was just a color from outer space. A frightful messenger from an uninformed realm of infinity beyond all nature as we know it. Dun dun dun. Overview. He really gets to the point, and when it comes to like the breakdown of where you should have your characters coming from, if you're having a zero level adventure, he gives you a summary, and you understand the progression of how the story will sort of go. Usually, if players pick up on the adventure points, as you come across them, you know. And art in here is awesome as always. It's like this sort of scratchy drawing stuff. Poor bear tentacle survivor. Trickster. Give me all your money, boys. It's a gambler type or something. Okay. Oh, nice. Got those horns. That's like a Chaos Warrior from Warhammer Fantasy. It's pretty cool. Ice Elemental. Preserved Observatory. A Mercamp. Yeah. I'm definitely going to read over this a few times, and then I'll see if I can get to play it sooner than later, because I definitely want to read this a lot sooner and play it a lot sooner than later. I've had this for a little while, and yeah, I played his other 2 adventures, which are really cool. And he has the maps. Now, when you get the digital version of this as well, obviously you will have the maps, so you can play with this on your VTT if you want, or you can do TL Draw, which is basically a giant whiteboard, and you can put anything you want on there, including these and tokens and stuff like that, and it's free. So that's just something to keep in mind. I think you can also find a way to upload a dice loader if you don't trust your friends to not be truthful with your dice rolls. Like, okay. I do trust my friends personally, because I know them well, and I know they're not trying to screw anything over, because, you know, why would you? It's no fun in that. And we have Dark Space. Then this came like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. This actually got delayed a few times because this got shipped out, and then I got stuck in transit for like 2 months or a month and a half, something ridiculous like that. And I sent him a message saying, like, I haven't heard anything back from it, you know, what's going on, to the creator. And he's like, I haven't a clue, I'll go check it out. If it returns, I'm going to send it through a different shipping company. He sent it through, I think it was FedEx or DDP. I think it was DDP, actually. And I got it in a week and a half. Not even. I think it was like 9 days. That includes a weekend. So, you know, things are slow down a weekend. Will you play a blue-collar scavenger, a hardened mercenary, a swashbuckling adventurer, or explore the boundaries of what it means to be human? Dark Space, a sci-fi rules for use with award-winning Shadowdark RPG. Use Shadowdark's lightweight rules to craft your own sci-fi adventure in whatever setting and genre of fantasy you want. Hell yeah. So let's check this out. It's a pretty big book. It's like 256 pages, I think. Dude, that's crazy. But yeah, guys, what I do in my live streams, if you haven't come here before, if you guys want to come on live stream, we can talk about RPGs, war games, TV shows, movies, whatever. It's a chill stream. We can do whatever. Let us know, and I will send you guys the link to join. But yeah, it's pretty simple. I think I'll have some messages here. Give me 1 sec. My buddy's messaging me. Da-da-da. Okay, that's fine. Don't need to reply now. But yeah, weapons. Then we have our tables from the beginning on the inside, which is always handy. I love this. We have some armor stuff here: light, medium, heavy armor, or MG armor, helmets, exosuit conversion. What that is that going to be? Okay, equivalent gear slots you're going to gain, shields, explosives. Okay, that's fine. Ship armor. Okay, cool. And we're just having a little flip through to see what this is about. I've had the PDFs for this for ages, and I rather sit down and read the book. I absorb all the information much faster and much easier. Again, you just grab your Shadowdark book. You probably get away with using the quick rules stuff. Also, I'm going to assume you could easily use the rules from Shadowdark, the tables from Shadowdark, as well as from Chubby's Sponsor stuff, and blend it in with the science fiction stuff, because it's pretty easy to do, to be honest. Like, we use science fiction stuff in our games all the time. Like, we have lightsabers, we have blasters. One of my guys is a guy with laser blasters, and he just got turned into a Ghost Rider character from another Ghost Rider. He took over his duties. Basically done a gambling thing, and I lost. So yeah, that's the kind of games we play. So we have archetypes. Okay. You have a strong archetype, which is big chunky guy. We have a quick archetype, which looks like your Han Solo type. I'm a tough man. I'm a mechanic, and I got a big gun. Clever. I'm a smart person. I got a drone. Wise archetype. Yeah, I'm not inspired by the class names, okay, the archetypes, whatever they call them, but they're classes. Like, you're wise, you're smart, you're big, bulky guy. They're not inspiring. Machine-based class. Like, this could be like a cyborg warrior. Just call it that, you know? or cybergenetic unit. Something a bit more flavorful. I get it. It's trying to be a bit more generic. Like, so, it wants it so you can basically have any sort of game you want with this. But I think it's better to do have some things which are set in stone, and then you can personally call them something different, because automatically this does not give any what I'm looking for. It doesn't inspire anything. It doesn't make you think of anything interesting, from the get go. You survivors, the Val has. Okay, your virtuous motivations, the triad. So you have con, mind, soul. Huh. Okay. They're going to be your main things, is it? I have literally looked at nothing from Dark Space. Example, mind feats, soul feats. Okay, so it gives you some things you can use, but then you're probably going to end up making some of your own, or your referee, DM, whatever, will do the same. You'll probably have to prove things. Citizen certain gear, spacer kit, spacer gear. I do like the idea of having backpacks and kits to start off a game with, because things just go a lot smoother and better, if I'm being honest. Different explosives, random spacers. That's how you make a random NPC type, which is always handy when you do it on the spot instead of just like, I don't know, let's find out. Shadow Deck assumptions. Obviously, making checks, time, turn order, stealth, surprise, combat, overland travel, your basic stuff they expect for your key gameplay. And addition, the following portion of gameplay or added chapter of Shadow Deck RPG will apply for universal, but we always find. Okay, so energy cells, it's going to tell you where it is. Zero gravity and stargazing, resting on ships, downtime, different crafting tables, obviously, for this. Profession, wizards and thieves, and null point, whatever that is. And this gives you the right page number where everything is on, which is handy. Corruption, a downward spiral, addiction, aggressive mutations, a computer virus, a cyber psychosis, dark side, eldritch sanity, zombification, different kinds of corruption and how it's going to work. So you have corruption checks, depending on the type of check it is. You're going to have a different save as normal in any games, just your saving throws. Corruption points and restoration, how you can get over these things. So corruption points are measured how close a spacer is to permanent end. Each time a spacer fails a corruption check, they take a corruption point. If the corruption points ever totaled or past their wisdom, okay, they have succumbed to the corruption and are unplayable to you as a player character. Okay, so basically you become a super evil bad guy, more evil than normal. So if you're a thieving character, and maybe you go a bit too much, you're going to gain more corruption points. This is like one of those things where I would have it as definitely not set in stone the way things work. I think it's going to be more of a DM call when to give out and what to give out. You have different sort of technological, biological effects, mental side effects, emotional, different sources of corruption. Again, you can probably work it in based on what you're doing in the world. Network nodes is going to be through hacking, I think, is it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do want to play this and get into it a lot more. It does give you bounty hunter amounts. Like, a lot of stuff is already in some RPGs, but he's given it like a real add it into this, which I think is fine. I think it works. Which obviously Shadow Dark does simplify a lot of things, which again, that's fine. It works quite well. That's a nice little ATV. That's actually pretty good area. Vehicle descriptions: land vehicles, sea vehicles, air, hover, space, mecha. Skatewalker, Titan Walker, Battle Mech. Yeah, the different stuff in there from different sort of sci-fi genres and stuff. So, command crews, explorer class ships. So you have different kinds of starships and fleet carriers, you have your shooters, research classes, yacht ships. Don't be fancy living in your space yacht. It's different space hazards, yeah. Ship weapons, components, armor. There's a lot in here on ships. And there is another game like adventure add-on and major supplement that covers a lot of this stuff, but in a more spell hackers, I think it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Way. This is more like technology, and not just magic. Game master and stuff. Core ethos, yeah, just simple how to run a game, run a sci-fi game. Story crafting. Okay. Let me read this. Story crafting a sci-fi. Okay. Now, when it comes to, I don't like the term story crafting. Because you can have an adventure where there is going to be a story and stuff like that. Obviously, that's fine going around. But if I'm playing a game, I don't necessarily want to be reading the GM's novel and how they do things and how they want their run. I think a lot of you guys know what I mean. So I'm going to read more into this. Let's try and figure out what this is really. And I'll just have a little flip through. Seeing grabbing some things. Yeah. Huh, what's this? Oh, settings, like, okay. Yeah, the space looks... This is... Yeah, you don't really need this here. I mean, it's just to get an idea in your head, I guess, of a setting, but... Okay, I want to do a Stargate setting. That's pretty simple. I don't need this here to figure it out. Episodes versus series, okay. I think the way this game seems to be meant to be played is a little more like, again, a novel, which, that's, some people love that. I don't. I want more dynamic stuff in my games. It doesn't have a ton of tables, at least not yet. Maybe more tables towards the back. Because I don't want to play Savage Worlds or anything like that, It's not my interest. If that's your interest, that's cool. I'm just saying, for me personally, and it's kind of like a lot of OSR. Emerging gameplay. Okay, here's what we want. The Act 1, Act 2, and Act 3. Again. Huh. Talk about some solo play as well. Okay. Okay, so he's not talking about acts as in like, oh, here's your story. It's like, okay, here's like a way of playing. Here's what you're going to roll. Okay, what's going on? Who's around you? Figure that out. Okay, that's fine. I roll on the Oracle tables. Inspiration prompts. Okay. These are actually my least favorite type of prompts in any game. It's like the Mythic game system. I do not like Mythic game system. I think it's kind of exceptionally overrated, and these just bring more vagaries into it, in my opinion. Yeah, ships and sites. Okay, that works. Asteroid exploration. That's cool. Okay. Now this is more what I want, personally. The other stuff I can figure out very easy and add stuff in that's more fleshed out. Planet generation. That's cool as well. This is the stuff I want. Settlement, the planet names. Again, this is going to be like when you have your Shadow core book, the stuff that's in there. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, this is what I want. More of this. NPC generation. Fluid, male, female, no gender. Fluid is weird, but male, female, and no gender makes sense because you have some weird non-gendered monstrosity alien demon thing. Names. Okay, that's cool. I like that. We have different type of names, which is something we want and need. Alien generations, alien mutations. Yes, yes, yes. This is the stuff I like. This is the stuff we need. And we have the denizens, which is going to be our monsters and creatures and stuff like that. Again, this is more of the good stuff. I think there is, but just looking over this, there definitely is a good game in here, but there's things I would definitely change to make it work for the kind of games I would want to play or how I play. You know? Okay. So there's a couple pages of monsters. So how many pages? From 80 down to... It's 19 pages of monsters. Oh no, and more, sorry. Oh yeah, there's actually way more. Okay, there we go. $25 pages of monsters. That's pretty good. That's a good selection, plus what you have from Shadowdark or any other books you have. That's totally not a Power Ranger at all. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Starman. I like how he gives credit for who created what. The Starhorn. Yeah, that's cool. The Sagatar. Yeah, so my buddy Matt Tap, creator of Bars and Borderlands, I've created some interesting stuff. More sci-fi cybernetic stuff, which I think is pretty cool. It's basically a table to turn any creature into a cybernized monster. And a bunch of stuff you can add to it to basically do that. It's really cool. I've used it a few times in some games. Pretty cool. Probably add that to something. Let me have a little gauntlet at the back. Some inspirational reading, some RPG stuff, some television stuff, literature. Let's see if there's anything that comes out as something I haven't seen or come across before. C.S. Lewis, yeah. Star Wars stuff. Look, it's pretty normal, I think, for sci-fi, basic sci-fi, I guess. With one or two things in here. Yeah. The movies is probably, yeah, that's what I expected. TV, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, I think overall, this would be a very good game. For me personally, I definitely want to make some changes. Make some stuff works just for myself personally. Yeah, I will be doing a proper unboxing with this and a few other stuff that I have here. Some other stuff that's on the way. But yeah, I think that's. Oh, more messages. Give me one sec, guys. Okay. There we go. But yeah, I think that's pretty much what I kind of expected from Dark Space. Again, I changed a few of the things in here just so it suit my style and the way I game be more on the emergent gameplay, less because it does talk about sort of story points and whatever, which that's fine. I'm not into novelty stuff. Like if you're playing an adventure or whatever, of course you probably have an overall story and things you need to do or places to go, and if you don't do the thing, you probably have consequences for. Or alternatives to what would happen. See, they're gonna grab a drink. But yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty. It looks like it'd be a decent game. Would it be as good as Shadowdark? I don't think so. Will it hit a spot using the Shadowdark rules? I think it absolutely will. Because there is not a lot of stuff out there in that sci-fi aspect. like I said before, we're going to have Todd from Blackwall Games on the channel again soon. We'll probably have like a hobby hangout with him in one evening, so it'll be more in American time. Or probably be painting or assembling models. He'd be maybe creating terrain and stuff like that we talked about before. And he's also going to be running dropship for us on the channel. Again, probably in the next 1 to 2 days, we'll have figured out the exact dates. So if any of you guys want to come on and play the game with us, join the Discord. The link is down in the description. Jump on. You have to do a little form. It's like answer 2 simple questions. That's just to get rid of bots and spammers. But you can absolutely sign up for the games, and that's how we're going to do it. We're going to run it through the Discord. On the Discord, we're going to be running some games just for the Discord from time to time, as well as I have a bunch of people lined up for live gameplay. Some of my friends are going to do it. I'll probably do some at some stage, and yeah, we'll have like hangouts where we're going to watch some movies and stuff on there as well. But yeah, I think it's going to be cool. If any of you guys who are there, you want to jump on stream and talk with us, let me know. I can absolutely do that. I'm still new trying to figure out, like, I'm not sure how this actually looks on stream. Let me see how it actually looks. So I have Restream. I bought Restream, like, subscription package for a year. Because I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams. Okay, yeah, that's how it looks. There is a delay. That's one thing. There is always a delay, which streaming is like 20, 30 seconds, something like that. But yeah, I bought subscriptions to this because we're going to be running the live gameplay on the channel through Restream here, which is, I think it's going to be cool. It's definitely going to be worth it, I think. I wanted to do this for a while, but since we moved to the house and now have a better internet connection and things are going to work better, I'm very excited for that. Yeah. Tomorrow we'll have Matthew Tap on, and we're going to have a live stream. It's going to be at 3 p.m. my time. Just so you guys know, it's now 11:25 my time in the morning. So, just so you know, obviously you can catch on replay and all that stuff. But yeah, if there's anything you guys want to talk about in particular, let me know. If not, we're going to have a joke at some stuff from Warlord Games. A couple pre-orders and then some Konflikt 47, the British bots that just came out, the new ones. We're talking about the automated platoon. Just have a checkout on it. Because again, when it comes to like wargame stuff and all that, I really do love just the feel and the vibe. Like if I have a subpar army, but it looks badass and the idea the narrative behind it is badass, that is way cooler to me than other stuff like that. Way cooler. I found a buttoning I was looking for. Ta-da! Pre-orders. You have the U.S. Heavy Weapons Platoon in plastic. We'll have a look at that. Stars and Stripes, British King and Country, Anti-Tank. Need the British versions, which is fine. And the other stuff there we've already looked at. Okay. So we have the U.S. Heavy Weapons Platoon in plastic. What is going to be included in this? You get 2 heavy weapons from each frame containing a 30 cal machine gun and 2 50 cal heavy machine guns. Okay. And you have some different accessories and 1 medium mortar. Oh wow, so you're getting 5 different heavy weapons in this? Or was it 4? It sounds like there's 5. Maybe some parts are being reused. But you probably keep actually together to make some stuff. But yeah, the heavy weapon and the mortar is definitely a must-have, especially if you want to use this in Konflikt. Absolute must-have. Heavy weapon, machine guns, and mortars. Mortars are dirt cheap, and yeah, definitely the way to go. I love it. We have the Stars and Stripes U.S. Starter Army. Okay. So it looks like we get the U.S. infantry in here. What does it say which ones it is? Because there's a lot of infantry. Doesn't say. I don't think it's the Ranger kit. It might be a Ranger kit. No, it's not. So we get the heavy weapons team in here. We also, I think that's a Sherman. Yeah, we have a Sherman and an M8 armored car. We have our pack, or a our US 57mm gun. You have a crew with it. You have 36 different US troopers here you can use. I think it looks pretty cool. And the Sherman has always looked cool. In real life, they're not as badass as they are in movies or in games, to be honest. But the design of them, in terms of just looks, they look badass. And then you're going to get your heavy machine gun and mortar as well, which is pretty cool. And like you get it on the Warlord game site, it's like a decent price, €125. But yeah, that's not too bad. And you get third-party sites, you can get it for cheaper. For sure, like I have a Warlord Games affiliate link, and I do have a Zatu affiliate link. If you guys want to use that, you can. It's in the description. No pressure or anything like that, of course. But it's just there. Zatu, you will definitely get things cheaper, but the pre-order stuff is not going to be there until it gets released for general public. Just so you know. But yeah, I've gotten a load of stuff from there. It's really good. Really good. Where am I? There we are. A King and Country. This is essentially going to be the same thing for the British and Canadians. So you could also do this for Australians, or whatever flavor how you want. It's going to be your game after all, your army. So we have our medium anti-tank gun. We have our platoon. We have 36 infantry platoon guys, light machine guns, light mortars. You get that in your rifle squad. Then you have your mortar team and heavy machine gun, your medium mortar and your heavy machine gun from this here. And then I think that's your Churchill, and then you have your armored car. Let me find out if that is Churchill. I'm not familiar to a lot of British stuff from World War II. It's the Cromwell medium tank, and their Hubber armored car. Cromwell, that evil son of a bitch. Damn. Yeah. If you know, you know. One country's hero is one country's hero is another country's villain. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, these actually look pretty good. I have backed a project on Kickstarter for some British guys. So yeah. And here's like a close up of the US anti-tank gun. I think it looks pretty cool. It's a pretty good price. It's €24. If you got this like a Zatu when it came out, you'll probably get this for 19 to €20, which is definitely better than 24. Well, if you're getting pre-order, you're not quite complain. So what do you get? You get a gun frame that includes okay. From this, you can either make a British 6-pounder or the US 57 millimeter, not milliliter. Okay. You're going to get one crew that makes up 4 crews for US to mid to late war uniforms. Same thing. Okay, so you basically get US crew with it. That's fine. Then we have the automated. Guys, I don't know what to put me today. I need to take a drink. Give me 1 minute. Maybe if I take a drink, I can let's maybe screen share again. I pressed the wrong button. Still getting used to this StreamYard new layout. We're gonna have a quick look at this. I'm really excited for this. This looks cool. Again, I like the idea of feels and vibes and a cool idea of an army and units over here's the most optimized thing you can do for a game. That for me takes the fun out of it. I want a cool looking, cool feeling, cool idea than the same list that everyone's doing on a competitive scene, which is then draining a game. This is why I like Conflikt. It encourages the more fun aspect. And what I like what you're doing with the platoons is your platoon is not the It's not necessarily the best thing you can do. It's just a cool option which gives you, it sort of backs up the vibe of what you're putting for. Like the firefly stuff is really cool, but the fireflies themselves are soft. So you have a lot of firepower, you have a lot of maneuverability, but they are soft as hell, especially the riflemen. Um, like when you have the Totem Corps guys here. Let me grab the army box. When you have the Totem Corps platoon army here, these guys are cool as hell. But ooh, can I move this around? I'm trying to figure this stuff out. Yeah, sorry. So the Totem Corps here are badass, but their weakness is they are very slow, very very slow. Yeah, they're very slow. They can be hit relatively easily, but they can regenerate, especially when you have like the hero unit and stuff in there. But yeah, so here we are. We have our special third edition new special platoon rules. These just came out, and these are again like Tomb Raider and the fire platoons. You have the British automated platoon. The platoon is going to give you access to up to one of each other platoon, like the other platoons. Okay, that's fine. So the whole idea is to maximize your bots in this, essentially. Just like in the Tomb Raider army, you want to maximize the amount of undead and the amount of ways you can control your undead, because with that, your undead is going to be your way for capturing things as long as your commanding control units are alive, and they're your key. And how you defend them is by using the undead as shields, as well as to rip everything apart. But they can be taken down relatively easily unless they get on top of it and swarm. So the biggest challenge is high voltage, a rift ability for Mark 1 automated infantry. This is actually a version of the rules that was considered during the original development, the Commonwealth list, but didn't end up making it. However, our dotty playtesters have talked through it. Options. High voltage. When executing a run order, a Mark 1 automated infantry squad may use this rift, activate a rift enhancement. Excuse me, got a hiccup. The unit gains deadly +2 and fast special rules and loses lumbering. So they can basically just go really fast now. That goes to their normal movement speed. I think they were probably at 4 inches, and that would probably bring them up to 8, I think, off my head. I'm not a British player from Conflict, so I'm just having a guess. If you guys know, please let me know if I'm right or wrong. But yeah, I think that's cool. So we're getting the close quarters, and you got the Mark 1s are not super crazy or anything like that. They have some Pen 1, I think, is it, or Pen 2? I think it's Pen 1. We love the idea of dials on the Mark 1 chest going into the red zone as they clank forward at terrifying speeds, steam and sparks flying for the activation. The squad can cover 16 inches on a charge. Okay, yeah. Twice the normal, right? Yeah, so you do get the normal, you go from the 4-inch to an 8-inch, and on a charge, then you get your 16-inch, and deliver plenty of attacks in close quarter when it arrives. Even if they don't get into combat, this can be a great way for your automated infantry onto objectives ahead of your opponent, as well as using the rift ability can no longer cause hits on the unit. Okay. They still get exhausted and not being able to run after the order is complete. Okay, that's fine. So it evens them out quite well. This nobody would be exciting enough on his own, but that's not all. These lovingly sculpted bayonets on the miniatures with the mini machine guns now have rules costing 3 points per model. That's pretty good. For the upgrade, they can confer tough fighter and pain +1 for automatic infantry armed this way to get 2 attacks. Okay, that's kind of works similar to the Totem Raider, to the Totem Corp guys. Essentially the same thing, I think. I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm right or wrong, guys. If you know, I think that's correct. That's pretty cool. And these new models, they look sweet. Like these are actually fairly well painted, but like the models look nice. And I know a few people have them. I'm not jealous at all, I swear. The Mark IIs have some changes above mentioned, the data transmission being one of them. They also get an option to take a light Tesla cannon. Hardly seen as there's only one on the sprue, which gives them even more firepower. Choosing this option gives them an extra rift dice. That's pretty damn good. So you can use your extra rift dice on not to lose your data transmission. Damn. There's 2 bodies on the backpack to get your Tesla going on. You don't have to give every model with this backpack the Tesla gun. It simply represents the units that could have it. Okay. So even if you don't like the look of the gun, you can still have the backpack on it and say it does have it. As long as your opponent knows, it does not matter. And even if they just have on, they have a normal gun, you say, well, it doesn't, it just look cool. So it's kind of basically what you guys want from it. Okay, yeah, and that sort of has like your loadout, which you're going to have for your robots and how it's going to work. Again, very similar to other like Fireflies and the Totem Rotter. Nice. These look cool. B for Birdie. Look at that boy. Buddy boy. I'm really liking it. Nice. How do I... Oh, yeah. Stop share. There we go. But yeah, I think that looked pretty cool. Let me check something here. Ta-da. Okay. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so again, with the Japanese guys we have here, these are the salt frames. I'm not sure how we're going to paint these up. Because again, we have the Ghost Squad unit here, which we have an idea how we're going to do these already. With these guys, I don't know. Because with the Ghost Squad, we're going in with we're definitely going more stealthy. We're going for the charcoal black with a little bit of blue and magenta in the shadows. And the red is going to be on the armor plating. Like deep, dark, vibrant red. With these guys are assault frames. These are your battle armor guys. These are not meant to be super stealthy. They're coming, they're marching, they're letting themselves known they're on their way. These like submachine guns. They do have a sword. That's when they get in close combat, of course. Your submachine gun is like medium range essentially, but these are little tanky guys. They don't care. They want to kill you. So how are we gonna paint these guys up? I don't know if you go maybe like the khaki, and definitely we gotta have to look at some historical Japanese armor. Maybe we could go a more bluish look, but not like blue, but like real vibrant blue. Like a lacquer over it, so it's quite somewhat reflective and tough looking. That'd be cool. Maybe you had that and black. Maybe that will work really well for this. What do you think? I don't know. Let me guys know what you think, and we can sort of figure that out. But the detail on this is awesome. This is obviously resin, but these are going to be plastic later in the year, I think. These guys are also resin, and these will be in plastic very soon. And I have them ordered or on pre-order. I had to do a clean up on the hand there, but it's fine. And the pre-order on these is so affordable. I actually have a video of these guys coming out soon, looking at everything we got from the mystery box and going over like the cost of how much everything actually cost in reality. Like what's the price savings we made, even if we go by the individual cost of each of these boxes as opposed to the starter armor box because the starter that's starter army box, just to say. The starter army was a discount on what's already here. I think it is a little cheaper anyway. But yeah. Oh damn, it's very hot today. I'm gonna be doing cutting grass. I don't know what's wrong with me today, guys. I'll be cutting the grass quite soon. And oh yeah, dude, I am absolutely getting sick and tired of seeing all the 40k stuff. Like everything does not have to be 40k. I mean, like apocalypse stuff. Like, oh my god, every freaking thing is apocalypse, 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 apocalypse. And honestly, it's driving me mad. If I'm being honest, it is driving me bloody insane. I'll put these boys away nice and safely. I love these clamshells. I don't know if other people do, but I do. I think they're one of the best things around. I have so many minis stored in these clamshells to keep things safe. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. I know there's... I'm trying to find this on Restream. Where is it? Okay, we have that there. I am just checking stuff on here. I'll be heading back in a second. Checking something out. I'm making a new thing in here. Little bottom header. Add this. So I'll be right back so you can ask questions in the chat. And I'll get back to them if there is any. There's so many different things on here. Just getting used to it. But yeah, ask some questions and we'll be back in a few minutes. And I shall see you in like a few minutes. And I am back. Sorry about that, guys. I was just checking a few things. But yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them below and we'll get to things. I'm actually probably going to do another live stream either tonight or tomorrow. And we're going to be creating some Conflict 47 Italian access. And how we're going to do that? We're going to have some normal, sort of like basic troopers, and we're going to have some Staffen troopers. How we're going to do that? Well, I guess you're going to have to tune in to find out on the next episode of Hobby and Hang Out and Chill. Yeah, so we're doing that. It depends because I have some stuff being 3D printed. So whenever that's done, I'm going to wash and clean it and all that stuff. So it might be tonight, or it could be tomorrow. If it is tomorrow, don't worry, I'll let you guys know. Probably know in the next couple hours when it's going to be. But yeah, I think that's going to be cool. I think it will look cool. Because remember, like in Conflict 47, the Axis aren't just the Germans. There's a bunch of different nations. So I do think it'd be cool to have like some Italians and how we can go total wrong with it, you know. I think it will look cool. But yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. And guys, if you want to jump on stream and chat away, you can just, you know, like leave a comment below and I'll set you guys up so we can jump in and we can hang out together for a little bit. We can talk about whatever. That's my mouse, obviously. Yeah, so we're doing everything on Restream now. I'm just trying to get used to it. So there is stuff that's just in different places and I'm just not used to it. And I'm gonna I'll be learning as we go along. I've found out ways like you can set up different messages, like here. Welcome to my stream. There's a basic Q&A. BRB. Then we have just a normal Q&A. Then you have another one of these. We can also show like the X account here at the bottom and stuff like that. We can do this with other things. So I'm sort of learning how to use Restream as we mess around here. Yeah. And I think I can move this around, can I? I'm not sure. Huh. No, I can change it. I can adjust the speed. Go normal speed. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I really like it. I bought the subscription for the year. So this is what we're going to use to have live gameplay for RPGs and stuff. So if you want to get on that, all you have to do is join the Discord and we'll be setting up live gameplay. I'll have the next day or two what we'll be doing, or when we'll be doing, I should say. It'll probably be on a Wednesday or Thursday. The first one's going to be more American time, but we will have ones which are American and European time for people to tune in and check things out. So we're thinking of having one of these every 2 weeks ish. Sometimes it might be every 3 weeks. Sometimes it might be every week. So it depends what's going on, who we can get lined up for things. Already have a few creators ready to go. And I just need to confirm dates and stuff. I will know the first one in the next day or two, I think. So we'll have everything up for that. So you guys can figure that out. And again, if you want to join, like the Discord link is down below so we can get on the live gameplay together. The first one we're going to be playing is going to be Dropship. So that's going to be cool. I have one or two friends who are going to come on for that. So any of you guys want to join, again, join the Discord, and we have a thing in there for who wants to join the live gameplays. As I was saying a few minutes ago, it's either tonight or tomorrow. We'll be doing another one of these streams, but we're going to be putting together some Conflict 47 Italian access and how we're going to do that. So that's going to be fun. That's going to be interesting. We're going total Empire, like Italian Empire with them, which is going to be cool. Have a few things being printed off on my 3D printer, so I'm quite excited. I think it'll probably be more likely tomorrow or very late tonight, but I think probably tomorrow. It might be quite early or maybe the same time as this. We'll see. We'll see what happens because this is my weekend. I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights. I'm finished Tuesday morning, and it's now Wednesday. This is my free time. This is my Saturday and Sunday. Wednesday and Friday is so Wednesday, Thursday. So yeah, and we will have more channel updates as well, and also on Discord we're gonna have like live, like normal gameplay videos in there as well. So like you can jump in, have normal role-playing stuff in there. We'll also have like watch parties. We'll probably watch some movies or episodes of TV shows every now and then, like Lord of the Rings, superhero stuff like Batman and Justice League, maybe. Uh, we'll be like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Angel episodes, maybe some Walking Dead or whatever, whatever people want. Maybe have like sort of votes and stuff on that. So I think that would be fun and that'd be cool. Oh, nice. I know any guys who do like Castles and Crusades. My buddy DM Synther, Christopher Wilkinson, he also creates stuff for Castle Crusade, where he'll be on eventually. My buddy Matthew Tapp, that like to run games. So my buddy Matthew Tapp will be running some Bars Moorlands eventually. We have some OSE lined up as well. Again, just need to confirm dates with people. So I think that's going to be lots of fun and really cool. But yeah, how is everyone doing? Are you up to much yourselves? Are you in work? Are you off? Going anywhere for the weekend or whatever case might be? Let us know. Again, we're just having a real chill hobby hangout. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to tomorrow one. Like we looked at some RPG books earlier, some model stuff we were going over. I took out a bunch of my 3D prints we had from before that were all painted up. I left them at my parents' house. I didn't know what they were, and I found them there the other day, and we took them back. Oh, some of my favorite tanks that I ever painted and printed were in there. If you guys want to see them, if you didn't see them earlier, let me know. I'll take them out. We have a look at them. They're like Warhammer and Horse Heresy type stuff, so they're pretty cool. They're all 3D printed, so pretty boys. Let's go. I think my buddy Battle. I keep calling him Battle Buddy Sam now because when we had the interview the other day, or the other week, I opened up and I said, I hear I'm Kieran RPG, and here my friend Battle Buddy Sam. It was so and he's started getting picked on a little bit in his Discord about it, which I think is hilarious. I love it. But yeah, Bat Brother Sam, I think he said he's going to do some live streams from now from time to time, which is pretty cool. I'll probably jump on then whenever he does them if I see him live, Speaking of which, I had to make sure, is he on now? He might be on now. No, he's not. Just making sure. Okay. Also, yeah, so I will be doing my solo gameplay videos very soon. I was looking for my books. I have my books here. I was finding them and taking them out. I was looking for my play sheets and I could not find my play sheets, so I don't know where they are. I hope they're not thrown out by accident somewhere. If that's, yeah, that'd be a pain in the ass for sure. Yeah. I hope not. If it is, we'll have to create new characters and start continue where we left off in the last game, which is a few months back, but it's not a big deal. But also we'll be doing some other solo gameplays from other games. Some of these might be just like one-off episodes. Other ones might be like 2, 3, 4 episodes or stuff like that. Moz, how you doing, buddy? Pretty good. Just decided to have a little chill out stream today. We had a look at a bunch of RPG books earlier. It was pretty cool. Some stuff from Grim Games. Just checked it out lightly. Nothing crazy. Just little flip through and say, oh, this is about this X, Y, and Z. This came a few months ago. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but I'm hoping to play it relatively soon. We also had a look at Escape from Devil's Eye. I thought this was going to be like a Circle of Hell thing. We're going like to find some demons and fight them in hell. It's actually an island adventure. I did not realize that. And then we had a look at Dark Space. We had a flip through. Again, this is some stuff that came out a little while ago, and I was like, overall, I think it looks like it's probably a good game. I know some people that play it and love it, so I know I like their opinion on a lot of stuff, so I trust them. But there is stuff in here which I don't like that much, which feels a little more trying to push the story gamer stuff, like playing my novel, which I don't like. But there are some very good stuff in here. I'll just replace some other stuff with some other procedures and stuff like that I do like. We're also having Matthew Tap on tomorrow, so it's currently like 12 p.m. now where I am, so lunchtime, and tomorrow at 3 p.m. my time. So like 4 hours from now, but tomorrow we have a Match Tap on, and we're going to be talking about game integration, how you can have things on from other systems and stuff like that into your game, how it can work, implement them, classes, adventures, all that stuff, creatures, cool ideas, how to create your own, maybe show off some previous stuff he's working on that I totally don't have a clue about at all, I swear. Maybe we start to see with that stuff. But yeah, and we're just gonna hang out and talk and talk about games, probably talk about some of the cons he was at there the last few weeks, whatever. I just upgraded to have Restream. So I was using StreamYard. We now have Restream, and I went for the full subscription. Well, like not the full subscription, like the standard source. Oh, dude, go Elder Goblin Games. How you doing, buddy? Dude, I have been watching your stuff for a while, and you're awesome. I know you've been on a few times with a few buddies I know, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. We're just talking about some hobby stuff in general, like RPG stuff here and model stuff, whatever. But yeah, I think I haven't played Dark Space yet, so I'm not like saying it's good or bad or whatever way it is. But it looks like it is a pretty damn good game. But there is some stuff in there that I think it's just the way it's written or explained. Maybe I don't like as much because it feels like story gamer-ish. I'm not into that. But just talk more about emerging gameplay, which I do like. So, have you played Dark Space yourself, Muzz? And again, thank you for tuning in, Elder Goblin Games. That's pretty cool. It's always nice when you see other people come in and be like, "Oh, what's up, bro?" Especially when you know their names and stuff. Thank you. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a few cool things here. I was saying how we're going to have live gameplays on the channel very soon. In the next 2-3 weeks, we're going to have it. We'll get it started. We're going to have Dropship being played here first. We'll have Dean Blackwell. I'm going to be talking to them the next day or two. We're going to figure out the exact date. Like I said, we're going to be using Restream, so we can have like up to 10 people in total, which we won't be doing. We're going to have like 4-5 players, I think, for all the games, and we're going to try and have a game of some system. It could be OSE, it could be Castle Crusade, Barrows and Borderlands, like OD&D, Call of Cthulhu, anything really that a creator has working on, or just some of my friends who want to run. We're going to run, and I want to have viewer interaction. So people who are on here, I want to get you guys involved. So that's going to be cool. Oh, dude, I didn't realize you helped with the Shadow Crawler stuff. I actually have my POD ordered because I had a bunch of stuff for print on demand, and I was like, oh, I'll wait another week or two because I have more stuff coming, and then another week or two, and then another week or two, and then another week or two. That went on for a while, so I have 16 PODs on the way, and I was like, oh my god, this is too bad. But yeah, we're going to have more gameplay stuff in there, and it's going to be cool having gameplay here. I mean, so we have Dropship coming up. We'll have Barrows and Borderlands on to play. Like I said, we have a bunch of stuff, some OSE stuff lined up as well. But I'm really looking forward to it. And if any of you guys want to play, I know some of you guys are on the Discord. How we're going to be doing it is organized through the Discord. So I'm going to send one group message in one go. The Discord link is down in the description if you guys want to. But no pressure, of course. And again, if any of you guys want to jump on the stream and talk with us right now, we can talk about, war games, RPGs, TV shows, movies, whatever. It doesn't matter. We're just chilling out, having a little sort of relaxing time. I allow my viewers, if they want to come on. I think it's a really cool idea, and you get more interaction from people. And I think it helps people feel more involved as well. And I like it. It's just really interesting. I'm in the credits for all the Righteous. Oh, dude, I did not know you worked on all the Righteous File stuff. Dude, do you have it? Do you have your actual name down? Is it? To be honest, I very rarely look at credits for that stuff. I'm just a normal dude, bro, who like reads stuff and it's like, oh, I want to play that. I know there's some people out here who absolutely love getting the nitty gritty with stuff like that. I want to know the exact artist, who they are, how many times a day they poop. I'm not that dude. But I think that's cool. I didn't, because I know you done work on stuff before. And obviously you have your Dolmenwood classes and stuff you put out there, which are pretty cool. Yeah. So I think that's awesome you've done that. Bill is awesome. I love Bill. He's one of my favorite people. Yeah, my actual name. Bill is one of my favorite people I have ever talked to. He's really cool. He's just a sound lad, you know. Really easy to talk to. Excuse me. And he has a Pirate Borg project coming out, which I think is awesome. The best Borg is Pirate Borg. When anyone talks about Pirate Borg, I tell them, or anyone talks about more Borg, I tell them to go check out Pirate Borg. Speaking of which, I'm trying to get the Limitron guys on. Trying to get the Limitron guys on for an interview to talk about Pirate Borg and stuff like that. So I know they have a Kickstarter coming out in the next week or two, I think it is. So, and another person I interviewed is actually doing a collab with them. The Food and Sam's creator. He's having his pirate version of the game, which is really cool. So we're trying to get them on. They're just trying to sort the dates because the project coming up. A lot of the team is away at the moment. Excuse me, I missed the time you said of that stream. Okay, yeah. Which stream? Actually, I'm hyped for the Pirate Borg stuff. Yeah, dude, me too. I think Pirate Borg is really well done because it has basically all the Morkborg stuff in it and way more. It's a more, the way I describe it, it's Morkborg, but it's a complete version with a pirate skin because anything will run with it. It's pretty straightforward. It's not complicated. But there's more of a feel, there's more of a vibe to the world. Obviously, it's a Mediterranean stuff, so it feels more substantial. Oh, the pirate stuff. I'm trying to get them on, so we've been back and forth with it a little bit, and I know a bunch of them are away at the moment, and they need the project coming up, so it's kind of like when we're doing that. I'm not sure. I was hoping to have them figured out by now because I was aiming to have them on the 8th or 9th of July, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. Probably be later date, which is fine. We also have Rob Alderman back on the channel again. He reached out to me. I'm like, dude, I was going to message you in the next week or two, and we're going to figure out a date so he can come on. I'm also going to try and low-key strong arm him into running a game. But it doesn't have to be God to the North, and of course he doesn't want to do it. I'm not going to be like an asshole about it, I was just playing with it. He's a good friend of mine. Also, if you can hear noise, I'm very sorry. Please let me know. I have my windows open because it's boiling out. But speaking of Gods of the North and Robert Alderman, I just got the second canvas map for the game. So obviously you're not going to get it all on the screen at the moment, but dude, guys, this canvas map is amazing. As you can see, it looks great. So detailed. You can clearly see each hex as well, especially when you get a bit closer. But yeah, this is for the underworld, for book 2. So this is absolutely brilliant. I have the first one as well, and it's so good. When we have like the room in here fully set up, this is one of the things that's gone on the wall, along with the first one. And I have some other stuff I'm going to put on the walls as well. It's going to look cool. But guys, like I said to you, excuse me, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know, I know most knows. We moved here a couple weeks back, and we're basically just saving up money and stuff at this stage to get stuff for the house. So it will be a few months because you have to prioritize, like, what do you need first? Do I need shelves right away? No. But what I do need? I do need to finish off getting the stuff for the entertainment unit in the sitting room so we actually store stuff away properly. That's more important than a shelf. You know what I mean? Priorities. But yeah, I set up the channel memberships on the channel, and it has gone really well. Like, this is like my 4th stream or 3rd stream the last week, and they're going pretty damn well. Like the last 2 or 3 went great. This one's gone decent enough. I'm actually pretty happy with it, and since I have the restream professional thing, I can go for more 2 hours. So very happy with that. But yeah, I set up the channel memberships, and that's going really well. people signed up, become gift memberships, which is amazing. And like any money I do get from that, it's going to go back into the channel. It's going to be like, okay, I need a new camera, like a webcam thing. I can get like a 4K one for like not too expensive, but I can use the money from this. Didn't get that, so I can record better videos and then have, when I do sit down interviews with people, it will look a lot better, which is going to be cool. You get a better microphone, better like ring light here and like stand to hold on to things, so that's going to be pretty cool. And again, I can't explain how excited I am for the live gameplays. Like I said, we're gonna have Rob Alderman on for interviews. We're hopefully gonna get the Pyroboard guys on. We're gonna have dropship gameplay, Barrows and Borderlands, OSE stuff, whatever. And if any of you guys here want to jump on stream, let me know. I'll give you a link. But again, if you like, if you want to run any of your games or you want to run something on the channel, let me know and we can set it up. Might be a few weeks away, but yeah, I'm very excited. I'm putting out a video later today, kind of going over everything in a much more condensed fashion. It'll probably go up 6 or 7 p.m. tonight. So it's like 12 p.m. now. Well, 10 past 12 now. So that's pretty cool. I'm very, very excited. I'm also very nervous. So I know these things take time to build up and stuff, but it's going to be cool. Also, good God, guys. Myself and Chubby Funster are doing a collaboration stream. Let me get the exact date for you. It is, I think it's the 9th. Actually, let me go check. I have to check my messages. Give me 1 sec. We're going to do a collaboration stream, and we're going to be talking about world settings and stuff like that, and integration, which I'm very excited for. Let me find a date. We're doing that on the 1st of July. So myself and Triple Sponsor, we're going to do a collaboration stream on the 1st of July. That's going to be a week from now. And I think it's probably going to be 11 p.m. my time. So that'll be like, what, 5, 6 p.m. Eastern time US, I think. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited for that. We're going to have some more topic stuff figured out before then. We have a general idea of what we're going to do. I'm quite nervous because he's very, very, very good at that stuff. He asked me because I think we're probably going to talk about Gotham North a bit more because I know quite a lot about it, and he wants to get like an idea of how I want to approach things or how I think things should be done. It's going to be a bit of a back and forth discussion and stuff like that. So that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, Chubby is a great guy. He is. I think there's so many cool people in this little like industry that like, you know, idiots like myself get to talk to and hang out with, become sort of friends with. Like we have Rob Alderman, we have Chubby Funds there, we have Matthew Tapp, and we obviously have our Chad over here, Muzz. He comes into every stream and just checks things out. It's like, let's see how everyone's doing. Yeah. So yeah, his videos, like Chubby's videos, are absolutely brilliant. He really breaks down because he has this mind for this stuff, and he's been doing this for like, people think, oh, he kind of got popular overnight. Dude, he's been doing this like 15 years or more, and it's only like the Shadowdark stuff sort of blew up, and he just happened to create some of the best stuff for Shadowdark, and it really grew. Like he had his own game, Ambition and Avarice. Amazing game. I think it's brilliant. He took some ideas from Axe and put them in here and streamlined them down a little bit and put it in. It's a great game. I don't know if you on that. Dropping links, dropping bombs. But yeah, it's a pretty cool game. He knows what he's talking about. He understands how things should be done, laid out. That's the interesting thing about book layouts, is there's about 20 different ways you can approach the same thing. What I mean is, like, okay, you have a subject, want to talk about history and culture. If a topic touches on both, where do you put it? Do you put it in the history section or culture section? Then what do you put first? Do you put more in history or do you put the culture section first? Okay, figure that out. Well, that piece, where does that fit in? Does it have more in history or more in the culture, or is it a mix of both? Do you have it towards the end of the history stuff then, and then the beginning of the, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff in going here. Yes, it is exceptionally underrated. I know he was doing his sort of like private games with some of his friends and stuff like that. Like Rob was a part of that and a few others. and he were running gods with that. And yeah, it's a great game. And what I like about it is we all when we play like whatever version of D&D, it doesn't matter. You can call it OD&D, AD&D, Shadow Dark, whatever. They're all essentially AD&D, D&D. Like Shadow Dark is basically BX, you know, whatever. Um, whatever version you're running, you kind of always end up being like, oh, we're kind of like the good guys. But an ambition and avarice, it sort of assumes like, what kind of person would really go on an adventure? They're probably a little twisted. You know, you're going to come across people, you know, have to slaughter and kill. You have all these monsters. Like, there's probably something wrong with them in some way or shape or form. I sort of takes that into consideration. And that's a sort of like, it doesn't give a hard setting, but it gives a feel for a setting and how things in the world are, how they feel, how they operate, how they, that sort of stuff. That's the thing about settings and worlds. Half of it is vibe. The other half is like, here's some structure to, okay, here's a city, here's the sort of culture, here's maybe what it's equivalent to in our own world or a mix of things. He's actually very good at that. He has some axe books, like adventure books. He has for very cheap, by the way. You should guys check it out if you're interested at all in axe. He's some great settings and books for it. But he sort of details like he's very good at that stuff. And I think when he started doing those videos explaining adventures, explaining breakdowns, and how things are the way they are, or why they are, or why you'd make choices to have a game function, or how you would improve Curse of Strahd, for example, what would you add now today to make it a little better, a little smoother, you know, all that stuff, layout, etc., etc. And he's a master at it. And yeah, I try to watch them as often as I can. Sometimes, like, you know, you're busy and you're like, oh, I missed 2 episodes of that. I'm like, oh, damn, to go back and listen to them, you know. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we're also, I think, either late tonight or tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow we're going to do another live stream, but we're going to be doing more hobby live streaming with models. So I'm currently 3D printing some stuff for Conflikt 47. These are going to be like bits and stuff like that. So we're going to take our access and we're going to turn them into, instead of the access we get in the sets, we're going Italian access. We're going total war, like Empire of Rome access. So that's going to be pretty cool. If you're willing to walk into a lair and slaughter sentient beings, you're a little messed in the head. Truer words have never been said, my friend. Truer words. You have to be borderline psychotic to do that, I think. You're like, oh, I want some gold, boys. You're like, okay, go kill this giant dragon who like could burn your entire town down if you piss him off, you know? No worries, I'll do it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. I do like how he has that ambition and avarice, how that works. I really like how the spell casting and other stuff works, or item creation stuff like that. Like if you want to, you have to get parts of monsters and stuff. Again, some of this is taken from Axe and simplified a bit, but you need to get the right parts from monsters or creatures, like body parts or magical elements from a magical being to then. So you take a vampire. You can take a live vampire. You need to take him in, and I can't remember exactly what you need to do, but essentially you're able to turn a part of the vampire into elements needed to create your weapon as a drain weapon, which is pretty cool. He really gets into that. But yeah, that's awesome. I love sort of stuff like that because it's not just, oh, I just hit a thing with it. I just hit a sword. I hit a piece of metal with a hammer, and then say some sharpie death stick, and then you now have a magical blade. You know what I mean? It feels like there's a goal in the process, and it makes your weapons feel a little more special. But saying that at the same time, I have games where I just have a laser blaster I've came across in the world. You know, it's pretty cool. Oh, dude, one of my characters in Barrows and Borderlands, we were playing there the other night, and he basically became Ghost Rider. I had a gamble with a skeleton, and I gambled that if I would win, he would be my partner. and accompany me wherever I go. And if I lost, I would take his place. I did not know who or what he was. I kind of had a feeling it was like a Ghost Rider thing, but my character is Ghost Rider, but like the cowboy Ghost Rider. It's pretty cool. My weapon the weapon works similar ways the weapon in the movies and the comics. It will transform into another kind of weapon, which is pretty cool. I also have a nightmare steed, which I can summon once a day. I have like leap abilities, and when he dies, he will stay in hell for X amount of turns. You know, pretend on your dice roll, and then he'll come back. Basically, I'm cursed to find 666 souls. Until then, I will not be released from my task. If I do complete the quest, some things might happen, so I have to figure out what that is. It's obviously a good thing because 666 is obviously a positive thing in this world. Everyone knows that. Cough, cough, cough. Which is, I think that's funny because I run the Witch Hunters Guild in the world in the Barris Borderlands, so yeah. I had to hunt down my own characters, but yeah, the Brian or the DM who was running that game, every now and then he's going to give my character like bounties to go after, and if I don't go after them, there's going to be consequences. Um, Obviously, he's not going to be like, "Oh, you have to do it by this day." It's like, dude, I'm in work. You know, we're not unreasonable people here. So I'll try and organize either a solo play with Brian, like a one-on-one play. I mean, or we're trying to have a group play, try and get some people on board to basically hunt this guy down. And any creature that is killed when I'm in the party, it counts towards the soul count. If it has a soul. Like if it's like a demon, it doesn't have a soul, I think. That's how we're ruling it anyway. But yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. I'm very excited. But yeah. Let me check something here. Let's show messages again. Give me a sec. Oh, but yeah, if you guys want to jump in onto the gameplay that we're going to be doing on the channel, just join the Discord. Links in the description, and we can get on that. So, like I said, we'll be playing Dropship. If you guys haven't played Dropship yet, it is brilliant, and you'll see how brilliant it is. I will be playing. Obviously, we'll have Todd for sure. I think Matthew Tap might be playing, and I think for sure one of my friends will be playing. So okay, that's the third time that I lost connection. Damn it. But yeah, we have, like I said, we have Todd. Obviously, he's running the game. I'll be playing. I think Matt Tapp will probably be playing. I think he will be playing almost for sure. One of my other friends should be playing. So the rest of the people who will be on it, I'm hoping to get as many people from the Discord on or from here. And we organize it through the Discord, obviously, just because it's simple, the most simple and easy thing to do. Yeah, it just makes it straightforward instead of having to send out like different emails to people. You just tag people and send it out in a private DM, or a group DM. But yeah, that's gonna be cool. I'm very excited. Very nervous. I know I'm repeating myself a bit, but I am very nervous because when you do something for the first time ever, it's always nerve wracking. Like I used to do kickboxing and stuff like that, and the first time I ever went to like class, dude, I nearly crap my pants. And it's not because I was actually scared of the kickboxing; it was doing the thing for the first time. Like the first time I went, it was like, yeah, they're just super nice and being pretty soft with you and gentle. We just went through basic drills, and then every time after that was perfectly fine. Even when we were going in, like to beat the shit out of each other. Like I was more nervous going into my first class for kickboxing than I was when I had my first proper fight. Like what I was so relaxed having my fight. Like any fight I ever had, I was always chill. Like I feel a little nervous, which is normal. Like you feel a little sick, and that's just nerves. But I wasn't like panicking. I wasn't worried really. Um, all my fights went well. Like basically every fight I've ever had, kickboxing wise at least, um, 2-week notice, go in, and like tournaments, especially week notice, we go in, and then if people there training for like 3-4 months for it, go in and we beat their asses. It was hilarious because you know there's just a few teams where like they were super serious, and like half of my like club beat their guys easily, and the other half was pretty close. And one of them kind of won convincingly. Well, not too convinced. It was like he won, but it wasn't like dramatically win. There was sort of like flip a coin sort of situation. Yeah, like every tournament I've been in, I've either got gold or bronze. I don't think I actually got silver. Either game third or first every time. In tournaments, because in tournaments, you know, you're going in, you're going to have 1 or 2 rounds, and they sort of decide from that. And because you might only fight 3 people, or you could fight 10. So you don't really know until you get there. But like, I then went to an MMA gym, done a little jiu-jitsu as well, Muay Thai, MMA, sort of training where you combine everything together, wrestling, like jiu-jitsu, striking, help guys get ready for professional fights, semi-professional stuff as well. It was really cool. I was actually going to have a fight. My last fight I was going to have was in 2020. I was getting ready in late 2019, and I was training too much. And I lost the amount of weight I lost in like a month and a half is what I expect to lose in about 3 months. So I had to cut back the train a little too much, a little bit. I was training a bit too much, a bit too hard. Yeah, I didn't want to burn out either. But then the fucking thing got cancelled because everything got shut down and all that bullshit, which really annoyed me. And yeah. Memories. That's last time. Sometimes I miss it. But anyway, I'm memorizing, reminiscing about the past. It's terrible, isn't it? Back in my day. But yeah. What are you guys up to yourselves? Like, you in work, you chilling out? This is my weekend. Like you guys know, a lot of you guys anyway. I do Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday nights. So I finish Tuesday morning. Wednesday and Thursday is my Saturday and Sunday. Oh. Oh, dude. So a little preview on some stuff I'm painting as well. Now, this is one of the models I am going to be painting very soon. I have like a few of them already done, but they're secrets. But here, this is the Nachbane, which basically means like dark elves in German, or Nachban, whatever it is. But I call them Nachbane. So these are essentially super elite guys who then went for genetic mutations via rift energy, become super badass, like Rambo type characters. Really cool. This is going to be part of my painting an army in a day, which is funny because it's taking so bloody long to do because I need to get in the mood for painting, and then I need the time to do it, and I haven't really been in the mood too much. So when I say like painting like an army in a day, it's like split it up over several joints of painting. Like, I might paint for an hour, and it's like, yeah, that's how anyone who has a normal life does it that way. You have like some YouTubers who like do it in literally one day or like 2 days, and they split it up in half. I'm like, dude, that's your job now. Oh, then we have some other 3D prints here I've showed off before, but I think they look really sweet. But yeah, this is my Steward tank. And then we also have, this is for World War II, obviously, but then we have the Tesla to turn into a Konflikt Steward tank. So I need to get something to figure out how this works, get it in, because this is a little too high here for this. So I need to raise this up a little bit, I think. But yeah, I think it looks fine. Like, gameplay wise, it's not gonna do hiccups. I have the hiccups today. Crazy. Do anything crazy like that. Yeah, I think on stream in The next while, I'm going to put together the Sherman tank, the World War II Sherman tank for bolt action. I have it there. I have a bunch of tanks like that. I'll do it on stream, glue it up. And I have this for it. This is the Tesla Sherman turret. It's pretty cool. I printed this off there the other week. Looks pretty sweet. Elder. You miss painting. Having a kid really throws the wrench in your hobbies. Yeah, we're gonna. I think this coming year, we're gonna try and get a baby. So, yeah, I can imagine. The thing is, like, I do a lot of night work, and I don't. My sleep schedule's all over the place. So sometimes when I'm like awake at night, I'll just come down and paint. So I'll show you like one of my guys that I've worked that he's almost finished. This is like the army in the day sort of thing. This is like the staff and troop and what they're gonna look like. I'll show you here. This is more or less a finished model. This is like 97% finished. Like a few little things that need to be done on him, but I think it looks really nice. And they do all have like this melted frost sort of look to it. I'm not going for like I'm trying to win awards. It's just to look good on a tabletop. This is like a tabletop standard I'm going for. Nothing fancy. Like I need to do the eyes and stuff like that. Some extra stuff on the weapons and like little things here and there. But I think it looks pretty sweet. Because my other ones, I'll show you my other ones. That I done for a test. Let me grab them actually. I'll say it then. So here's the ones I had for my test color, which are actually kind of similar. Let's get them to focus. Focus. There we go. It was actually similar looking, but what ended up happening was I ended up using a wash on it, but I didn't dilute it. So it came out way more green looking than I wanted. So that was a little bit frustrating, but it's fine. You know, a lot of stuff I'm doing with my Conflikt 47 and bolt action stuff is winterizing everything a little bit. So it's fine. I can probably blend it a little bit, but I will obviously have other stuff which won't be. Yeah, so like my Japanese guys for the Japanese army, these are going to look really cool. What I'm going to do is, it looks good to me. Comparison is a test to dry. Do what feels good to you. Yeah, I agree. Now, why? Because it's not that I could comparing the two. It's that I made a mistake when I originally done this. This is my original. I actually wanted to look more like this blue color, but I do have green in this blue. It's just I didn't dilute when I've done this. I didn't dilute this properly, so. But I think it's fine. I think you can sort of see all these parts where there's definitely more green in this one than this one. But you can still see some of the blue, like on the shoulders and on the hands there. It still has more of that blue look to it. But I think it still like looks good. It still looks good. I know. But yeah, it's just the look. But we'll have a Scorpionax. Yes. Beast Wars. Do you remember that? Oh, I love that show. But yeah, this guy and my other, I'll grab my other Japanese guys. Give me half a second. Okay. I love these clamshells. These are amazing. They keep everything together. So let's take a 2-3 units from each of these. And we have a look. So I'll go over these Ghost Squad guys. I've done this a bit earlier, but it's fun. That's a cool model. I love the Mechanic Scorpion. I need to get into Wargaming. This is the thing about Wargaming is I think more than half the people who get into Wargaming just get into the painting side of things. But this is my Ghost Attack Squad unit. So there's 5 of these guys. These are Warlord resin, which are really cool. I absolutely love them. But the plastic kit is coming out. I've pre-ordered. Optimus Prime Ape. And then I love that show so much. I speed ran the PS1 game. Dude, there was like two Beast War games. There was one where the original one where it was kind of like it was pretty rough, it was hard. And they had a fighting one, but I think the fighting one was only in Japan. Yeah. But like with these guys here in the resin kit, you only get the rifles and you get 5 of them. But in the plastic kit that's coming out, okay, this resin kit costs like €30 for 5 units, which is not great. But the plastic kit, you're going to get 15 for 44. And you're going to have the same weapon options. And you're going to have an SMG option and a blade option. So you're getting 3 times as much for 1.5 times the price increase. Value for money. They're not like Games Workshop where they screw you over. They're actually giving you good value. So with these guys, what I'm going to do is they're going to be painted in a charcoal black. I'm going to highlight with a little white on it for the surfaces. I'm going to do on the armor plating here. It's going to be a deep, rich red. I'm going to highlight it like little standing out bits. And then on the cloth, you're going to have that charcoal color, but deep in the shadows, we'll have a little bit magenta mixed in. And on the surface, we'll have a little bit of a deep blue into that charcoal for some highlights and blends, which is going to look really nice. That's what I'm thinking with these guys. They look sweet. I love these guys. They're amazing looking. But then we also have our assault attack frame, which these guys are not stealthy at all because these guys can like basically become invisible and infiltrate the enemy lines and stuff like that. These guys are power armor. They got SMGs, they have close combat weapons, but they're meant to like they're gonna come towards your enemy into their face and they're gonna kick some ass. So I love these guys. So these will be painted differently because they're not a ghost attack unit. But yeah, and like here's like the squad leader. I do have a flag for him, and I need to get a pin for it because I cut off too much. Like when I was putting like here, there's a little nodule bit that goes down. I cut it smooth in line. I was like, fuck. I was really annoyed about it. And more time, of course, dude. Obviously we have like the mini game of it, and then there's the video game. More time I've never played it. But I know it's fairly deep and can be quite complex from what I understand. So have you ever played it yourself? I know it's pretty cool. Like the whole like getting the rift crystals or the warp crystals. I mean, and they can cause mutations and stuff like that. But then these are keys to getting points to then upgrade your squads and surviving games and all this stuff. So give me 1 sec, lads. Checking something. There we go. There we go. But yeah, have you ever played it yourself? I haven't. Let us know, please, because I know a lot of people. That sort of made a resurgence there about 5 years ago, and it's grown a lot more since. But this guy's pretty cool because, as I don't know if it comes across well here, but he's sort of like elevated to one side, so he sort of is gonna sit like this in the air. So his front leg here is up, and this is up as well. Sort of like a spider. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna craft it so in his claw, this claw, I think in particular, is gonna hold probably a US troop or British troop like this. He's gonna have it cut in half, or at least the legs cut off, and the trooper is gonna be falling. His legs will be falling. And it's gonna be attached with either fishing wire or like a pin, and it's gonna have covered in blood and guts and stuff like that. So that's how you can hide that. But I think that's gonna be a cool little look to it. I saw a video a long time ago. A guy kept bashing a bunch of cool minis, and they were so cool looking. The closest thing I've ever seen to get into war games. Oh, dude, if you want something that's really cool, which is a really low cost entry, Forbidden Psalms. I will have a review on that in the next few weeks, but it is absolutely brilliant. The creator of Forbidden Psalms, he's a bunch of games out there. But like you're gonna have a warband you're gonna create. You get injuries and stuff like that, and you can put them on your mini if you wish. But the whole game encourages kit bashing and creating cool things, and have your squad go out in the world and then like complete the missions essentially. But a lot of cool stuff out there for it. It really helps with the kit bashing. I think if you're into that. It inspires things quite well because there's tables to roll on to make your characters more unique, and then you can kit bash that in without you needing to. Oh well, I'm going to make this guy like this because I have a story, but you can still do that, of course. But it's definitely something cool. Forbidden Sam. He's actually the guy is Will RD who has that. He is the one who's doing the collaboration with the Pirate Board guys that have the Pirate skirmish game. So he's having Forbidden like the Pirate Board version of Forbidden Sam's. So that's gonna be awesome. So keep an eye on that. I think that's coming out this week or next week. I think it's June. I'm pretty sure it's June. It could be July, but I'm fairly sure it's June. I have been known for being a dumbass because I am human. Beep bop boop. See, my convincing human act is working. I mean, oops. But yeah, I think there's some cool stuff coming on the channel soon. I'm very excited about, and people have been really receptive to this, which is awesome. And again, like if any of you guys want to jump on, you want to play some games, please let me know, and I would love to have you guys join us. No worries, have fun, and thank you for jumping on, man. It was pretty cool to see you here. Have a good day, and sleep well, or try to sleep, or the kid wake up, or whatever the case might be. I hope you have a good time. Thanks, man. It's really cool. Oh yeah, I gotta get off here now in the next 5-10 minutes, I think. I have to do a load of stuff in the house, to be honest. I need to cut the grass, and I really don't want to cut the grass because it's like 1,000,000,000 degrees outside. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. Actually, I'm gonna check to see what it's like. Well, how hot is it here today? Yeah, go. It's like 25 degrees where I am at the moment, which is not as bad as yesterday. Yesterday it was 29, 30 degrees outside, and it was like 34 in the house downstairs. So yeah, have a good one, mate. Yeah. But yeah, I'm actually gonna have a video coming out later today talking about all the updates on the channel and what's coming down the line. And then tomorrow I'll have my live stream at Matt. I'll probably have another video out on either later that day or the next day. Talking about Tougaloo, I think. I'm gonna have that one out because I have a few videos which I need to edit and put out. I'm gonna record one later as well. But yeah, there's a few things coming out next week. I'm really trying to push things onto the channel, and I really want to make a good run at it. I think live games is going to be a way to, the way to go. 25, a solid winter's day, dude. You live in demon land. That's all I know. You have giant demonic spider devils, weird venomous everything, and it's like your idea of winter is my skin is melting off me, so it feels good, as opposed to my bones are breaking from the heat. When you get overcook meat or like a chicken or something, like the bones will break. Oh, your summer is like your bones will melt. Your winter is like, my skin is only melting. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye. Oh, so funny, dude. But yeah, we're trying to make a good run on the channel, like really step things up, and it's working. So we're having live streams going. We're gonna have more actual like live content, gameplay. We're having more videos come out again because I was sort of lulled back a bit while fixing up the house and then getting back in the swing of things again. I have more interviews lined up with different creators from like really big creators, like the Limitron guys. Hopefully, be doing that. To Rob Alderman, sort of like a middle of the road guide, as well as like Grim Games we have on soon. We have my friend as well who created Fandango, which is absolutely brilliant. It was one of the best settings for Shadow Dark out there, which is completely underrated and it's flown under everyone's radar. I've done a video of that. It's absolutely brilliant. I think people should get onto it. One of the best settings is like a Mediterranean setting, focusing more around Italian sort of folklore and myth history. So cool, so badass. One of the best settings ever, like for Shadow Dark, particularly because it's obviously made for Shadow Dark. Easy to put in other stuff, but it's one of the best things out there. Hey, not everything is venomous. Some Some is poisonous. Oh, so it doesn't kill you from venom. It will only make you sick for like a month. As like your the bite wound around you, your flesh and bone melts away from disease and necrotic rot. Dude. But yeah, we're making a good push now. I have the shorts coming out all the time. Um, Doing live streams 1 to 3 times a week. Plus gameplay videos, reviews, interviews, solo gameplay stuff coming back out. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot. We'll have like the God of the North stuff coming on again soon, like I was saying earlier. For anyone who wasn't there, I'm trying to find my character sheets, but I can't find them, so I might have to create new ones, which is fine. We continue onwards, and then we'll have like other solo games where we'll have like one-off episode or 2 or 3 parters. Uh, so all this stuff will happen over the next couple of weeks, and then probably starting next week with some later stuff. I'm working our way up. Gameplay probably starting next 2 to 3 weeks, like I was saying. Well, no, tomorrow or the next day for sure. White tip spiders, actually, that dude, I know there are creatures out there whose like venom will literally melt and like cause necrotic, not necroticism. What is it called? Yes, necrosis. Necrosis. Yeah, that's freaking that stuff freaks me the hell out. And not only that, you have like half the people there, or actually more than half, are like Scottish, Irish, English people. Or they come from those like that are descended from them. The prisoners and the prison guards sort of stuff. Like almost the palest of the pale. And then you're like, you know what? I'm just so stubborn because that's just how we are, and I'm just gonna melt away and slowly bake in this sun and be like, deal with it, bro. What are you gonna do? Huh, I'm too tough. Huh. But the second you actually get a taste of actual cold, you're like, no, not me, help me. I want to get sunburned in the winter. Oh, but yeah, I think we'll leave it there, guys. This was pretty cool, and again, like we're nearly at 3 hour mark, which is crazy. Uh, wow, 3 hours. That's, oh my god, I can't believe that. But yeah, we'll have our interview. We'll sit down with Matt Tapp tomorrow, and we'll have a big talk through about a bunch of stuff. So that's gonna be cool. So yeah, keep an eye out, and we'll see how that goes. Should be cool, and hopefully get a good few people watching, and we get a load of people on the after stream, like replay. And because ideally, I want to do more of the interviews live, when possible. Obviously, if there's like a time where it's like being done super early in the morning my time, and I don't think would get too many views overall, I might just harm a video. That would be a pre-record, I'd say. But yeah, I think things are looking up. I think things are going to go well on the channel, and I think it hit zero here once, and people freaked out. One time in history in 1978, it hit 0 degrees. Water wasn't actually hot. Do you guys need to boil your kettle when you have water, or does this come out boiling? Your cold tap hot. Is your cold tap hot, and your hot tap is just dead? It's like steam. Please let us know. The people want to know. We're inquiring. We're now doing a business. We're now doing a lifestyle report on Australia, guys. We're going to find out now shortly if the cold tap is actually cold there, or is it boiling water, and if the hot tap is actually steam. Breaking news any second now. But yeah, I think I'm very happy overall. Everything, like the last few months have been crazy. Channel growth has been good. I kind of stalled for a while because I wasn't doing much. But yeah, I'm definitely. I was very anxious for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like shit because I didn't do many videos. I was like doing one every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks for a while, and it wasn't good. And YouTube sort of hammers you a bit for that. If I'm being completely honest. But yeah, I think it will. Everything's back to. It's kind of at the level it was back in November, which was like pretty damn good. Because back then I had a great swing of things, and Wait, steam? I don't use cold water. I'm a man. I take a shower in boiling water. And I use steam to blast my fucking flesh off. Catch you next time. Yeah, we're actually gonna jump off now in 2 seconds. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. It was awesome. Like I said, we'll have an interview up tomorrow. We have tons of stuff down the line. Get on Discord. You can have the live play with us. We have more interviews, more solo gameplays, solo videos, how to solo videos, more reviews, more everything, more shorts, more live streams in general, just hobby hangouts. And next time, if any of you guys are around, you want to jump on and talk about whatever, you can. That's one thing I'm doing and trying to encourage is having viewers come on the stream and chat away. We can talk about anything and everything. You want to talk about TV shows, movies, war games, RPGs, we can do all that stuff. And then on Discord, we're going to have organized for the live plays on the channel, as well as, again, playing some games on the Discord and having like watch parties, watch movies or a few episodes from a TV show from time to time. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm having a lot of fun with these. So again, thank you so much. And tomorrow we will be doing, it's almost certainly going to be tomorrow. We'll have a live stream tomorrow, putting together more Conflict 47 models. We're going to be doing Italian Access, going full Italian Empire, Roman Empire with these guys. So check it out. I'll put something up for tomorrow later now on the wall. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.